chapter here at Grand Canyon University has been
Give me your live coverage.
absolutely stunning. So many people have been so kind and amazing, willing to give up their time and resources to support us. We really appreciate all of you. I'd also like to thank GCU for being so helpful and instrumental in helping us pull off this event. We're so grateful for its help in accommodating such a massive crowd. We'd also like to thank the security here for keeping us all safe. And hard work, putting their lives on the line for us every single day. And I couldn't continue without thanking my amazing Turning Point Club here. My officers, my club members have been so amazing in helping put this event together. We've been working on this since early in the summer, and it's just now come together, and I really appreciate all of you. Special shout out to our previous club president, Christian Clementi. We couldn't be here without what he has done to groundwork here. And most of all, I'd like to thank USA for supporting our chapter and giving us the resources and training to pull off an event of this size. Thank you all for joining us, and let's get started.
Welcome to Turning Point USA's proudly hosted 2019 event, Culture War. Joining us on stage tonight, Charlie Kirk. Special guest, Donald Trump.
Arizona, where Turning Point USA is proudly headquartered. And record crowd, and it's amazing how many conservatives there are on college campuses. We speak at a lot of folks, I gotta tell you, this is one of the biggest crowds we've ever had. We have hundreds and hundreds of people outside. And you have a venue with us, that's a different question for a different time. But we're all thankful that you're here and we're having a great piece. In fact, it's actually interesting. We are having so much interest in what we're doing at Turning Point USA. The biggest problem we have is finding spaces big enough to be able to get everyone who wants to go to our events. And that goes to show there is a movement growing on high school and college campuses across the country to reject these leftist ideas. They're not controversial. In fact, they're not even political. They should be so simple that almost every American should believe it. Number one, we believe America is the greatest country ever to exist. Yes, exactly right. The most benevolent, the most charitable, the most productive, the most entrepreneurial, the most forward-thinking. A country where people swim 90 miles just for a chance to be able to live in this country. You know the sign that you live in a great country? even those who say they hate this country refuse to leave.
Right.
I'm still waiting for all these Hollywood people to leave, right? And that's how you know you're living a great
Hey, it's tough though.
When people are given the opportunity to leave, I don't know, Venezuela, Cuba, or North Korea, they say, where's the next ticket out of here? People say they hate this country. In fact, they make a whole career around it. They tweet about it daily. But they wouldn't want to live anywhere else. They have all the wealth in the world. They have every ability to leave, but they don't. And that's how you know you live in a great country. If you have to keep people in your country, probably a good reason and probably a good example that you don't live in that good of a country to prevent people from leaving. We're the most generous country ever to exist. Americans gave away $500 billion to charity last year. $500 billion. And one of the things that we encounter a lot on college campuses is when people say, I think somebody tweeted this out recently. They said, tax the rich or eat the rich, or there shouldn't be any billionaires. You guys see these tweets recently? And it's really interesting. Just because someone got rich does not mean anyone got poor. When someone gets rich, you have to get other people rich alongside of you. So, for example, when someone has a really good idea, they have to voluntarily sell it to a lot of different people. You have to keep purchasing that time and time again. See, the left, they want us to believe there's only a certain amount of wealth in the world. Fixed pie. Only so much wealth, and if someone gets rich, they had to go around and steal it from a bunch of people. But we as freedom-loving Americans, we know, wait a second, in order for that person to get rich, a lot of people have to buy those products, and they're in competition. And they don't employ a lot of people, and they do it time and time again. The question should not be, how do you best take other people's money away to pay for the next government program? Instead, the mystery that has always confounded thinkers and countries is, how do countries get rich? And America is the wealthiest country ever to exist. Why is it? Well, it's not because of our natural resources. We have a lot of natural resources. So does Venezuela, so does Russia, so does Saudi Arabia, so does Iran. It's not the most amount of people. India and China have more people than we do. It's our ideas. We're the greatest country ever to exist in the history of the world because we embrace the idea. Stand up, by the way. That's a very revolutionary outfit. I have to say that. I should start wearing the culture wars wearing Paul Revere outfits. I think they'll be quite well received. But it's our ideas that our rights come from God, not from governments. That we believe in natural rights. And that goes to the second thing that we believe at Turning Point USA. The Constitution is the greatest political document ever written in the history of the world. The Constitution is not written for the times, it was written to stand the test of time. The Constitution recognized that government does not give out your rights to you. Instead, your rights are natural upon your birth. And it is government's sole responsibility to make sure that those rights are not infringed upon. And what's so amazing is that we have an entire left-wing movement that has made a profession out of trying to limit your rights away. Your rights to free speech, your Second Amendment rights. We love our Second Amendment, by the way. Probably one of the most misunderstood amendments. Look, the Founding Fathers would put the Second Amendment in the Constitution because they wanted people to hunt deer. I think hunting deer is fine. Don Jr. hunts more things than I do. He hunts a lot. Let's put it that way. He loves the outdoors. The Second Amendment exists to protect all the other amendments. This revisionist history that's happening in the media, that there's no such thing as tyrannical governments that's happening in the Western Hemisphere. When you have an armed citizenry that can protect their rights, God forbid we ever have to do it, that is one of the most proven ways that you can prevent against tyranny. If you look at Venezuela, what did they do? Before massive government programs, they confiscated guns. It's one of the common denominators that happen all throughout some of the greatest rises of tyranny. There would be no First Amendment without the Second Amendment. Now, mind you, if you look at the Bill of Rights, the original Bill of Rights, never once did it say government gives you these rights. Instead, it recognizes them they exist upon your birth. This is so important because rights are not stuff you get from government. Rights are not stuff you can get in the mail. Rights is not stuff you can take away from people. Equality of dignity, not equality of outcome. Two totally different things. So when certain people go up and they say, healthcare is a human right, who says that? I don't know. Somebody says that. I don't know who would say something like that. Somebody says that. No one has a right to other people's stuff. No one has a right to other people's liberty. In America, we embrace the idea of equality of dignity, equality under the law. Justice is blind. We have to reject the idea that we're going to be able to create utopia. It's never going to happen. The left sells this false idea to students that we can create perfection. That's garbage. That's never going to happen. Mind you, the people that are pushing for this, sometimes, they're the ones that, let's just say, you can smell them coming towards you. It's by them quite a lot. I love the people that are telling us that we should believe the ideas that we believe in. However, the best way to change the world is to change yourself. It's the best way to change the world. In fact, it's the only proven way. And when you believe in individual liberty, you have to believe in individual responsibility. It's very easy to say, yeah, I believe in liberty, I believe in freedom, that's fine. But are you willing to take responsibility when things don't always work out? When a business might not go the way you might want it to? When you have an idea? So built into liberty is the idea of individual responsibility. And we, at Turning Point USA, we believe that churches and local communities, families, individuals helping individuals, far more effective than a government doing that. Are you kidding me? In fact, I believe that we got rid of all the social welfare on our federal government level, that were in the American spirit. Churches, synagogues, and mosques, and local communities would step up and help other people and make sure every single person is clothed and fed and looked after. The third thing that we believe, is we believe that free enterprise capitalism is the most moral, proven, and effective economic system ever discovered in the history of the world. There seems to be a larger than, I think, normal appetite for socialism in this country. It's very easy to be generous with other people's money. Very easy. In fact, if our message tonight, Don, Kimberly, and I, we came up here and we said, hey, we're just going to give you free education, free health care, and open the borders and take care of everyone, that's an easier message to sell. We realize what we have to sell as conservatives or libertarians or freedom lovers. We have to say, we're going to get government out of the way. We're not going to give you anything except the freedom to succeed. That's a hard message, but it's a much more fulfilling way to live. Because when someone gives you everything, there's no fulfillment in that. When someone gives you everything, and you know what happens? A society starts to inevitably decline. People don't work as hard, they don't start as many businesses. There's a reason why a country that gives you everything, Cuba, has nothing but people that want to leave that very country. People will give anything to leave Havana and go to Miami. You ask people to go to Miami to go to Havana, they say, I don't know about that. There's a reason why the caravan went north for America and not south for Venezuela. Because the ideas of free enterprise capitalism is the greatest wealth-creating engine in the history of the world. And guess what? We don't have to talk in theoreticals anymore. Right now, we have a president who's putting policies where we see this happening in front of our very eyes.
Yes.
The lowest ever black unemployment rate, the lowest black poverty rate, the lowest ever Latino unemployment rate, the lowest female unemployment rate in 60 years. Median income went up $800 over 8 years under George W. Bush, $3,000 under 8 years of President Obama, $6,000 under 3 years of President Trump. We are seeing people's lives get radically better, and yet we have an entire left-wing movement that is doing nothing but trying to convince all of you that things are miserable. And guess what? They're the ones that want to divide us. I say this, and then it's one of the most interesting arguments. There's so much division in this country right now. People are just at each other's throats. And I said, maybe, but where's conservative Antifa? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist because we as conservatives or libertarians or freedom lovers, if anyone dared act that way, we'd say, you are out of our movement instantaneously.
Yeah.
But when they put their masks on and they beat people in the streets, when they beat gay journalists in the streets like they did in Portland and 0 people have been arrested, when they put billboards up in New York City that show the President of the United States being put in a rope near death, when you have celebrities that go up with heads of our presidents, I'm sorry, but the conversation about decency seems to be very, very one-sided. There's one side that's trying to improve the lives and conditions of the people that went out and voted for the first time in 34 years and delivered results for all Americans. There seems to be another side that hates this president and hates this administration a lot more than they love America. I'll give you one final piece of evidence to prove this. Why did none of the people that were the members of the Congressional Black Caucus applaud in exuberation when the lowest ever black unemployment rate was announced for 2 State of the Unions in a row. It's because they would much rather see this country suffer and Donald Trump get blamed for it than have prosperity happen and see him maybe get a little bit of credit for it. They have never
Exactly. Exactly.
They would love to focus much more on being terrified that he's going to succeed, not that he was going to fail. We have a very special guest tonight. We want to start it off with someone who is such a fearless leader for liberty and freedom. She's very special. I got to know her very well the last couple of years, and she was undefeated as a prosecutor. We're going to talk about that. And I can tell you, she right now does a lot of work and a lot of commentary for the President of the United States, and he is so lucky to have her on his team. So give a warm welcome right now to the one, the only, the amazing, the brilliant, the beautiful Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Live in Phoenix, Arizona. Live. These are the last ones standing, everybody.
We've been at a lot of different, we've done a lot of campus events together, and this is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest.
I think it's fantastic. It's huge, right?
So it's very hard to be a young conservative on campus. It's especially hard to be a young conservative woman on a college campus. Talk about your story, how you really got involved. An amazing story as a business owner, entrepreneur. Tell us a little.
Well, I'll tell you, for me, it all began on a college campus, and it wasn't easy, no easy day at UC Davis, okay, in California, not exactly the most conservative school, but I was a proud member of what they called then, young Republicans on campus. And it was, a fantastic experience and just being fearless because I was raised very much, in Wisconsin, the American dream as a first-generation American, and my mother born in Puerto Rico and Aguadilla, and my father born in Ireland. So it was wonderful. I just felt very blessed to be able to have the opportunities to be raised in this country, to be able to have the education that I had. To really, my father, after my mother passed away when I was 10. That's it, when I was passed away when I was 11, said, there isn't anything a boy can do that you can't do better. And he raised me to be fearless, treated my brother and I as equals, helped me get involved in politics, and it's something that I really appreciate to this day because it's helped me own my own destiny and my future, that I get to choose, I get to decide. Each and every one of you in this room have the power to choose your freedom, your passion, the pursuits that you believe in, and to use your voice to stand up for what you believe in.
Discussion on the immigration debate. This comes home to you because your family, of course, being a family of immigrants. Talk about the distinction between legal immigration and illegal immigration, and how we as a movement appreciate legal immigration, but we want to take a harsher stance against illegal crossing.
Yes, absolutely. I think this is so important, and really open borders, I think, is just very dangerous. People don't understand. Of course, we're a nation of immigrants, and we want to welcome people into this country. It is the land of opportunities where people fought for years to be able to get the independence here in this country and have a process for everyone to come to be able to live, to have a great life, to provide for their children and for future generations. I get it. That is so important. What's one of the things that makes America great? When I went on to go work as a prosecutor in San Francisco, which is a sanctuary city, and then as a prosecutor, in Los Angeles, I saw firsthand, being on the gang detail, what they call the hardcore unit, working in San Francisco and in LA, the people that come in, the scores, it was MS-13, the drug trafficking, sex trafficking, human trafficking that comes in. Why is it that as a country we don't have the right to be able to protect our own borders and make our communities safe? That's all the president is trying to do, and everybody was for it before, right? Until President Trump said, let's actually do it.
Exactly.
Obama, Hillary Clinton, everybody was for this. For securing the borders, building the wall. we shouldn't politicize safety and, our laws. There's due process, and my father became a citizen. He did it the right way. He didn't want to cheat the other people out that had been in line ahead of him. So he became a United States citizen the right way, and then he, in fact, gave back to the country that he felt incredibly blessed by joining the United States military and serving power in the army. We don't have the line. We don't have the line. And I think it's so important when you think about it. All the people that have come before, they waited in line, they did it the right way. And so why is it that now somehow it is a right that people have to come in and demand it and cheat everybody else out of it and not do it and follow due process? When you think about it, it's about making the process fair for everyone. And the president's trying to make improvements in that. There's always improvements that can be made, but you do have to understand that we are a nation of laws first.
Absolutely. And so right now, in our country, we're seeing amazing economic success. We are, like I mentioned, the lowest ever Black unemployment, Latino unemployment, GDP at record levels, median incomes has just skyrocketed under this president, and women unemployment at a 60-year low. Talk about some of the economic accomplishments that this pro-growth agenda has
Well, it's fantastic. When you think about it, this is an American economy that is robust, that leaves no one behind. I love that, because everybody matters. And we can all have a better life and hope and aspire for that. And just in particular, there's one statistic, and I also know that, women for Trump and Latinos for Trump, is that when you look at women in this country, we have never been more powerful than under the president. And I'll tell you, 1,800 women-owned and created jobs a day in the United States of America right now. That is economic prosperity and power. And like you said, Charlie, and also the students, like all of you out there, congratulations, because as much as you love your parents, you go home on Sunday and see them for dinner, but you will have a job when you graduate under this economy. More, right? Students that graduate have a job and can fulfill their dreams. And that's what anybody wants, right? They want the opportunity to provide for themselves and for their families and live their dream lives, which you have the ability to do. And you can choose that, like choose your destiny and choose your life and put your mind to it. I'm telling you it's possible.
So one other final thing I want to ask you, Kimberly, is often we hear from students that this country is a backwards thinking, racist, hated, homophobic country. You have lived the American dream. You have seen it. We say every day that America is the greatest country ever to exist in the history of the world. What do you say to students that hear this a lot, or what do you even say to students that might feel that way, someone who's actually lived this and seen the amazing freedom and prosperity that only this country can offer?
Yeah, I think that there is no better country in the world as far as I'm concerned. I mean, when you think about it, this really is the land where you have the equality of opportunity, put your heart and your drive into it. All things are possible in this country. I've been able to achieve it myself, having the dream of working as a prosecutor, fighting against violent crimes and criminals and recidivists to make communities safe. I've worked as a special education teacher. I've served as First Lady of San Francisco. I've seen it all. But what I do know is that far more unites us than divides us. And that is the beauty of this incredible country. And I really do. I feel very blessed to come to that, this melting pot that is America, and to be, yes, a Puerto Rican woman, and yes, Irish, non-Jewish, we'll talk about that, and 6.1% Native American Indian. Puerto Rican woman.
Which, statistically speaking, is
Sorry, Elizabeth.
So Kimberly, we are so inspired by you and your amazing work that you do, and thank you for all you're doing for Turning Point USA. And both of us have just seen firsthand how hard our next speaker works, right? And he loves his country. He is a true culture warrior, and that is the name of our tour here. I have had the opportunity to get to know him personally, both of us have, and just have seen he's, I think, been in every state, on every radio station.
Anytime.
Yeah, and he has a new book coming out that all of you guys should buy called Triggered. And how the left wants to destroy our freedoms, or something accurate like that.
Not
And
fake
so
news.
It's a double meaning, of course, going off the idea that he loves the Second Amendment and he loves hunting. And so We're just so honored to have you, Kimberly. And of course, let's welcome our final guest, the one, the only, the amazing culture warrior himself, Donald Trump Jr.
Donald Trump Jr.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Next.
Thank you, people. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Awesome to be here. There we go. Oh, try doing that at a leftist convention. Oh, it wouldn't work out well. It would be ugly, folks.
Well, so Don, well, of course, thank you for taking time to be here. And Don, on behalf of Freedom USA, thank you for all that you do for us and all the amazing hard work. And you mentioned your upcoming book, Triggered. So it's a very subtle title.
I'm exactly known for my subtlety. There are people that do nuance well, and sometimes you need a slight. And more than happy to it. But it's going nuts, Charlie. Public book. At the time, and I could actually
Sorry, y'all, they're censoring.
argue. You try to put yourself in those shoes and what is your platform? What are you so upset about? I mean, I say it's certainly in the age of Trump where there's just sort of, I hate him! Why? Thank you. But you get that, I mean, you and I have experienced this on college campuses around, say, I understand, you know, like, name one economic metric where we're not better off today as a country. One aspect where we're not better off as a country today than we were a few years ago, with just common sense principles. You know, I watched the Democrat debates, and it's literally the greatest selling point for us. They're like, well, what do I have to say? It's like, nothing, just play them again. I have nothing that I can effectively add to that will more effectively counter the nonsense that comes out of their mouths on a daily basis. And you notice the debates, there's not been a conversation about the economy. Okay, what was it? Last debate, they spent time talking about Donald Trump's Twitter account than they did about China. Trump derangement syndrome is real, folks. And the only cure is 4 more years.
4 more years! 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 4 more years!
You can see that. You can see just it's lunacy. I mean, to not even talk about China in a major debate talking about your party platform, to make a larger issue of the pronouns that you, and I'm from New York, I can care less what someone chooses. Where I start having a problem is when you start calling people names for, not being these two. The trans movement is suffering. 98% of straight males are not willing to date a trans woman. I don't know. I don't think that's that unreasonable. I don't care. care how you identify, but if I don't want to date a woman with a beard, I'm not a terrible person. It doesn't make me a homophobe. It doesn't make me any of these things. I sort of hit back on one of the things today. There's a trans woman who was a male and identified defending the shit in indoor cycling, track cycling. You know what? And you see people, they're celebrating and they can celebrate, but the problem is, what about all of the women that broke their ass for their entire life trying to reach the pinnacle of female athleticism? You know, all the things that the feminists fought for years, and Title IX, and all of these, where are they now? You know, you have people, I saw it a few weeks ago, you know, Martina Navratilova, she's a tennis player. She has similar story to my mom, right? She escaped communist Czechoslovakia, and she was out there, and she wrote this article. Now, this is one of the most accomplished female athletes in history. She said, I don't know, I wouldn't want to be competing against the biological advantages that males have. I don't think that's right. And this is a woman who has been an LGBT activist for 40 years before it was even, you know, remotely, you know, cool or acceptable or whatever. It was different then than it is today. People are much more understanding, they're much more welcoming, they're much more accepting. It's almost like this is a person who did, you know, the leader of the charge of that movement. And because she said that, she was destroyed. She was owned. They'll eat their own if you don't buy into all of the crazy woke stuff. And the problem is this, it's a never-ending goalpost, Charlie. It just keeps moving. They can't out-woke themselves enough. And you know what I'm saying, right? Where it's like, it's just nuts. And so for me, like I commented today on Twitter, like, when will it end? And as the father of, you know, two girls, you know, one of them who's already an incredible athlete, the other that she could destroy me in basketball. So maybe that's the one example I don't want to use. But you know, you don't see it happening the other way. You don't see women transitioning to male and identifying as male, dominating men's sports. It only works one way, right? And so, as the father of those girls, I sort of said, man, like someone has to actually say something. And so many people that have been put in their box, especially conservatives, and I get it, you know, you're conservative and you're outspoken about it, they're going to try to own you, they'll try to destroy you, they'll destroy my life in the last few years. It's okay, I got the Trump team, we like to fight, so. Right. So I said something, uncharacteristically, even my Twitter feed, I got so many people, even those people who are, you know, woke, you know, leftists, just not deranged yet. So, I can't believe I'm saying this. I agree with Donald Trump Jr. on something. So if you woke this person that literally just sits there, like they're waiting for me to tweet so they can, you know, pretend dunk. It's sort of like a Beto dunk. They think it's dunking. They kind of miss it. Like, they're not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. It's one of those dunks, and even those people are coming along. So I mean, I think there is a chance for reasonable people in the middle to realize that, you know, the modern state of political affairs, it's not so bad. You know, these people, you know, I don't see them complaining. They're not talking about it, but they're not complaining about 6.3 million people removed off the food stamp rolls. They're not. They don't talk about all-time low unemployment for every demographic, right? Whether it's African Americans, Hispanics, women, Asian Americans, I mean, every district. Those people are doing better under these policies because you have someone that's initiating policies who has actually, I know this is hard to believe in Mark, but has actually done these things in practice. Not just talking about it in theory, like, you know, modern politicians. I used to laugh. Hillary Clinton talking about job creation. I'm like, name one job. That's all. Sorry, I don't want to get owned by the left. There was a few jobs for people that had to hammer iPhones and bleach pit servers. Okay. It's amazing to me that there's almost this like, wait a minute. So you mean believing that someone who's actually created jobs, someone who's actually signed the front of a paycheck, rather than just cashing it, someone who's actually had people's livelihoods, their family's well-being, been responsible for that for a 40-year career. You're surprised he's able to get it done, implement those same tactics and principles to get it done in the real world. That's how it works. You know, we have people on both sides of the equation, frankly, who the average person in this room wouldn't let negotiate a car lease. But they're making trillion-dollar decisions that our children and grandchildren, yeah, John Kerry, I mean, come on. You let that clown? They around John. You wouldn't let him ride a bicycle in a race. He can't do that without falling off and breaking his neck on live TV. Like, we're going to let this clown go to Iran and give them $150 billion. My 4-year-old Chloe just turned 5. Thank you. Very cute, very aggressive. She could come up with infinite better solutions for the $150 billion that John Kerry did by giving it to Iran. Now, I'm not saying she's a great financial wizard. You know, she's not one of these woke 5-year-olds that we read about. You know, my daughter was talking about the nuclear proliferation. I go, how old is your daughter? She's 3. No, she was not taught. You're full of shit. When we were not talking about nuclear proliferation of the Korean Peninsula, and, you know, so let's just assume she's a regular 5-year-old. The reality is, if she lit a match to that $150 billion, it would have been money better spent than giving it to Iran.
Exactly.
So, one thing you talk about in your book is you saw communism firsthand. And there's this, you know, we spent a couple years together. I never heard the story until, you know, recently. You visited communist Czechoslovakia. You saw the horror. You lived there for some time, and you saw red lines firsthand, and you saw what these ideas actually can translate into.
You know, it's interesting. It's one of those things I never actually talked about until I started sort of writing the book. And the book originally was really more about sort of the genesis of the last few years, about sort of being really the number 2 target of the Mueller hoax. You remember that one, right? Everyone forgot about it now, because when they put Mueller on the stand, Mr. Mueller, yes? Mr. Mueller, have you actually read the report that bears your name? I don't think that's part of my purview. That's when everyone realized that, you know, they've been taken on a 3-year, $40 million ride. You know, for those who didn't already know it, like most of the people in this room, I mean,
They didn't know Fusion GPS.
no, he didn't know who Fusion, he didn't know the genesis of it, and didn't bother to look. You know, that's what I don't know. Kind of have a problem with that. You spent $40 million, 3 years, everyone's running right. You don't even know how this started. You didn't bother to look. That's beyond your purview. Give me a break. So, you know, I've seen those tactics employed, and, you know, when I was writing the book, it sort of started coming out that way, and I told the story to you and a couple of the other people, and I remember my first time going over there. My grandfather was a blue-collar electrician. He was from, you know, that part of the world, and my mother escaped that country. She was a good athlete. She got out with, you know, the Czech national ski team and never came back. And I remember at a young age seeing my father's and my mother's, their wedding pictures, and it was my grandfather and my mother, and those were the only people from her family. I go, well, where's my grandmother? She's still alive to this day. And they go, well, they wouldn't let her leave the country. They let the father leave to walk the bride down the aisle, but they wouldn't let his wife go for fear that they would all defect. I started thinking, what kind of political system is this that you have to prevent people from leaving because you know they wouldn't come back? So, you know, that grandfather, it was actually one of the great things he actually did for me, because it was incredible lessons for life that I probably didn't realize at the time and didn't really, you know, recognize then. But he said to my father, he's like, listen, the incredible blessings that you have growing up in this country and your family with all the good fortune you have, you know, is amazing, but you also have to see the other side growing up. And so I spoke the language by the time I was 3. It was, you know, I used to yell at my grandmother, I don't want to speak Czech, but I was speaking Czech. I didn't even know, and so it's very natural they were very active with us. And so at about the age of 5, he started taking me over there every summer for 4 to 6 weeks. And so, you know, I'd go over there, and I remember the first time I went, I was, you know, this is way before most of your guys' time, so this was the 80s, so this was still cool then. I was wearing a jean jacket and it had the stars and stripes on it. It may have made a comeback, I don't know, I'm like the least magical human being in the world, but I asked Kimberly.
He listens sometimes.
And I'm a 5-year-old, not all. I didn't get the listening sheet. And I'm in the line of customs to get into communist Czechoslovakia in the early 80s with my grandfather. And one of the border patrol people comes out, the full kind of, that Russian guard kind of deal that they wore, the drab, sort of neat looking thing with an AK-47 over his shoulder, pulls me out of the line and starts questioning me. And I'm 5 years old, I have no idea what's going on. He's questioning me because the stars on my jacket, which I didn't necessarily think were so emblematic of anything, well, that represents freedom in America, and literally started questioning a 5-year-old. And I remember it, not because I have some sort of great memory, but because when you're 5 and you get sort of that shock for the first time in your life, you're legitimately scared. It made a lasting impression on me. I continued, I went in, finally I was told never to wear that again, throw it out. So I did, and, enjoyed the rest of my trip with my grandfather, but, this was an old school kind of thing. He was in his 60s, he wasn't going to go to the supermarket, he was be there, so he used to send me. So I've actually waited in those bread lines. I've seen those things. I've seen what that mentality, what that form of government, what that can do to good, smart, intelligent, just hardworking people when there's zero incentive to do anything beyond the bare minimum. And man, it was an important lesson for me because now, seeing that this is literally a mainstream idea from the left is scary, because I say, listen, they come up with some crazy stuff. But it's interesting to me that with all the people on TV, all of the nonsense, all of the things that are perpetuated all the time, how come they don't have one person who's actually lived under these systems who is willing to vouch for it? How come there's not one person? You need one, right? But how come there's not one person from what is the communist part of Eastern Europe? I mean, this is millions of people. How come there's not one person from former Soviet Union? So what do we say, no, let's bring that crap here. Not one person from China. Now they are 1.6 billion people. You think there'd be one? Right? And more, what about bring it closer? What about Venezuela? Right? With the socialism there, Cuba, how strange to me. It is so wonderful. How come the boats only go one way? Okay? So, to me, that this mainstream idea, perpetuated by people in academia who've never lived in these systems, is very scary to me, and it should be. And I still get the call from my grandmother, who's 93 years old. She's still alive, and she's been through a lot. And I used to hear the stories, hiding in her farmhouse basement from the Nazis during the occupation, and then dealing with the Soviet occupation. She'd gone through a lot. This is a woman much tougher than most of us. And she'll call me because she'll see CNN over there. You don't understand. You can't let. I'm like, trust me, I'm not that fight. You can't let it go there. It always starts off with this great self. They always make these promises. Trust me, I've lived through it. It never ends. And then, when it hits you, it's too late. And this is a woman who's been through a lot, 93 years old, that's in tears for fear that her grandchildren, me, my generation, and her great-grandchildren, my kids, would be subjected to the crap and the hell that she went through for so much of her life. And if that's not if that doesn't drive the point home to someone like me and make me want to get out there and combat this nonsense, I don't know what does it.
Don, that's an amazing story, and I want to just talk about a couple policy objectives that this administration achieved that aren't talked about a lot. In particular, First Step Act, which is something that a lot of people on college campuses have a rightful concern about mass incarceration, and in fact, the left seems to try to own this issue. And interestingly enough, this president championed the greatest criminal justice and prison reform bill of our time. The second, of course, is the Veterans Accountability Act. And then, of course,
like I talked about with the economy, like I talked about with, taking people off, 6.3 million people off food stamps. I mean, that's a huge number. That is That's 2% of the population that's no longer dependent, and that scares the left. It scares the left because they are the party of dependence. Without dependence, they don't offer much.
Yes. Amen.
So they don't talk about those kind of things, just like they won't talk about prison reform, right? They then try to own it like it's theirs. But guys, what were you doing? What were you doing for the last 8 years? Why didn't Barack Obama champion this cause? Why didn't one of the liberals that's trying to take credit for that? Why didn't they champion the cause? Why didn't they do anything about it? Because it actually takes work to do something. That's why I give my father a lot of credit on this one, because this wasn't like it was a right-wing base issue. He's not pandering to his base. He did something that probably goes against a lot of the conservative grain. Whether it's with that, whether it's opportunity zone legislation, that's probably not helping as many people in right-wing states. He did it because it's the right thing to do. And he did it because
Right.
because it makes sense, and that's the thing. I mean, if you look back, my pinned tweet on my Twitter profile is literally my father on Oprah. It's like 1986. And he's literally talking about failed trade policies. It's literally exactly what he's been saying today, word for word. And unlike so many people who can just sort of cast stones and yell from the sidelines, he did something different. He actually stepped up, right? He had the guts to do that. But more importantly to the notion of the man, it wasn't just that he stepped up, it's that he stepped up knowing full well what was coming. I tell the story, it's in the book, but you've heard me tell the story a lot, which is going down the elevator as a family on June 16th, 2015. And the last thing he said before he sort of made his way over to the escalator and we went down to greet him was, he looks me in the eyes and he says, and now we find out who our real friends are.
Yeah.
And truer words, and probably never been spoken, but I think what's important about that point is not even the words, it's that he knew how vicious it was going to get. He knew the double standard that he would face. He knew all of that, and he did it anyway. That's the big difference, right?
That's right.
Anyone can regurgitate the leftist talking points. There's no penalty for that. But you take on the establishment, frankly, you take on the establishment on both sides, they ain't going to go easy. They've been there for a long time. They've gotten rich, making sure they control that. And again, we've seen it from both sides. But I think for conservatives, for people from the right, what Donald Trump has shown is that you can fight back. You don't just have to take the loss because they want you to. You don't just have to fold because the other side would like you to lose.
Right.
You're
Right.
right. And you have the guts to fight, you can win. And that's what
That's
we're doing. I mean, just think of the state of American politics where the pundits, whether they like them or hate them, it's almost irrelevant. They're like, oh, wow, he's actually doing all the things you elected him to do. I don't know. Think about the state of affairs where that is the anomaly, where that is unusual, where people just expect you to pander, but they do jack. That shouldn't be the case. And so, I think we're learning a lot, and hopefully some of the others learn how to fight as well.
Despite 93% negative press coverage of the president, they don't tell the truth. That's why you have to educate yourself.
That's true.
Right?
Tell the truth.
And that's the big thing. That's what we're going to talk about for the because I'm obviously not endorsing it because we can't possibly do that. Imagine the list of accomplishments. You could go through them, whether it's the economic ones through unemployment, whether it's actually making progress in places like North Korea, whether it's fulfilling our long-term promise to move the Israeli embassy to its rightful home in Jerusalem. Oh!
Yes.
Accomplishment after accomplishment after accomplishment. So you couldn't get tax reform done. You got it done. You unprecedented new levels of income for people, unprecedented levels of new entrepreneurship for women, for African Americans. Imagine for a second you had an opposition party that cared even a little bit about actually getting something done, because now they've controlled the House for a year. Name a piece of legislation they've actually even proposed to move something forward. USMCA? Yeah, you can't renegotiate NAFTA, it can't be done. It's done. Why won't Nancy Pelosi act on it? Because it would create jobs for Americans? And that's the sad reality, is the left today really hates Trump more than they love America. Right?
That's so true.
They want to resist more than fight for Americans and their constituency. Because if they wanted to actually do something, they could prove it by acting on these things. But they haven't. They're sitting on their desks, waiting to go. So hopefully that'll change, but I don't see it happening. Again, we need 4 more years to really drive that point home.
Again, thank you, Don and KG, for being here, and let's get some questions.
Have you seen the media about Joe Biden's son, Hunter?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can! We're not in a time crunch, are we, Charlie? Because I got all night! I've been doing this one for a while because they keep trying to compare. Well, Donald Trump Jr., you're also the son of a rich guy. I get it. I've acknowledged that on TV. All the media neglects that. I get it. A big part of what I am and who I am and where I am is because of my father. The difference is, we did that as private business people. We didn't do it as government employees and decision makers spending taxpayer money.
Exactly.
Again, the media doesn't talk about these things because they want to push a narrative. They no one can actually believe they're even remotely objective, right? They're the marketing wing of the DNC. That's fine. But they're out there and they want to give us credit. We literally stopped doing any new deals going forward internationally. Not because we needed to legally, but because we didn't like the optic of people even wondering. So we've been international business people for decades, right? It's what I did. It's a big part of my business. It gives me more free time to do this stuff. And we stopped doing all of those new deals going forward. We didn't magically become international business people the second my father was on the international stage as a politician. And that's a huge difference, right? I always say, you know how to solve the fake news media crisis? The next time my father goes to China, I should get on that plane with him. And I should come back with $1.5 from the Chinese government. Now, Hunter Biden came back with $1.5 billion, having no name, no track record, no investment success, no one had ever heard of him. You think I'd get away with that? Yeah. The media would have an aneurysm. There would be no fake news media people left. Their heads would explode. Donald Trump Jr. had a no-show job at an energy company in the Ukraine. Minor details. I don't know anything about the business, and I don't speak Ukrainian. $83,000 a month. Where his dad is the decision maker. Where his dad then fires the prosecutor looking into the corrupt company. You think they have a problem with that? You think I get away with that? How about if Donald Trump Jr., first job out of college, was working at MBNA, the largest bank in the state of Delaware, where Daddy happens to be the senator signing favorable banking legislation for MBNA. But Hunter was a genius. Brilliant guy. He then, at 27, got on the board of Amtrak. Major qualification. Dad took the train every once in a while. You think that would fly if Donald Trump Jr. did any one of these things? And the media, it's not a problem. No, it is a problem. When they're the decision maker, that's why we stopped doing all of these things. These are the things the media neglects to tell you. So yeah, the hypocrisy is pretty rich because I've been hearing, ever since I started doing the Hunter Biden thing, right? They say, John, well, you can't do that. I go, well, that's interesting. Why? Because family is off limits. Have you heard this crap lately? Family's off limits. Wow! Where were you guys for the last 3 years when the leftists are trying to throw me in jail for taking an unsolicited phone call? Strange. Family's only off limits now. bias, that we're working with. It's just sort of a fact of life. So, 2020 should be over by any reasonable measure, but it's not, because that is the kind of nonsense that we're dealing with. When you have that uneven a playing field, when you have that much hypocrisy, when they just come out and basically say it at this point, they're just on the other. Remember election night? Well, we have a chance to still. I'm like, who's the we? It doesn't seem like Hillary has a chance. So I know you're not talking to us. Thank you. So it's an interesting world. So I have a lot of opinions on that, and I could go on for hours. But people have to see the difference, because the media, again, they don't talk about that nuance. They don't talk that we stopped being international business people while they started, when they could take advantage of government. And it's a big and stark difference.
Not totally. And not to mention that, the vice president bragged about firing a prosecutor. We have a tape of him saying that.
No problem. It's okay. It's okay. In all fairness, no one actually believes that Joe Biden would even be a candidate today if it wasn't for Trump. I mean, they think that they could go and pretend to people like he's some sort of man of the people. Let's say he's from Pennsylvania because he left Pennsylvania at the age of 7 or whatever. Like, I literally lived in Pennsylvania longer than Joe Biden did. But in the age of Trump, they're like, well, maybe this is the guy that could be. I'd love to see it, because the guy, just like Hunter, couldn't get through an interview after being in hiding for 8 weeks or longer, probably 8 months. Hiding from the media, he gets on a well-prepared interview, right? The Biden campaign, we had no idea. Oh, really? He's at your campaign events with ABC News. Trust me, you knew. And the guy couldn't even stumble through an interview. I don't think so, guys. If you prep that long and you still blew it that bad, it's probably not in the cards, right? Just like Joe can't get through an interview without just totally saying some asinine stuff, it just never ends up. I don't see that as much of a threat. But again, I think the left thought that they would be, so they did whatever they could to perpetuate that notion. Next question.
So thanks for coming out today. So on the topic of 2020, who do you guys all believe will be the nominee for the Democrats?
It's a good question. The reality, I don't know. I mean, so much has changed so fast. I really thought, one of the big threats that I thought would have been a threat would be actually Kamala. I thought she'd be good and she'd be able to pull some, and it turns out she has almost as bad a personality as Hillary. She was actually listening to Tupac 10 years before Tupac was Tupac. Wow, she's really good. And it's just, vagueness. Just the most disingenuous person who's still relevant in politics. So that eliminates Hillary, who's not relevant anymore. But it's so sad. I actually thought that would have been a threat, that she'd be able to be good, but she's not. So it's so dynamic. Don't forget, this time 4 years ago, we still had 0% chance of actually winning. How'd that work out? So there's a lot of it there, in the quest to outvote themselves. I'm not sure where it ends up. The reality is, I don't know that there's any candidate I wouldn't be perfectly fine running against, especially now when you have a track record of success. Don't forget, 2016, when my father said, "What do you have to lose?" He was right. Both sides have failed you forever. Now, look at the numbers. You got a lot to lose, guys. These people will destroy your economy, they'll destroy your freedom, they'll destroy your rights, and they're staying. So now they have a lot to lose. So based on that, and based on the fact that I believe that just regular, real, hard-working Americans, they see through the nonsense. It's been so overblown, so overplayed. They're all in every time. You notice that when they're all in every time on those stories to kill Trump, and then they have to correct it all. You notice it never has gone the other way. It was never a story that benefited Trump or fell in his favor. Only the opposite. I think real people get it. I think they see through the nonsense, and I think they will vote accordingly.
Just looking at analytically at the field, and just kind of looking at it impartially, speaking from a nonprofit, we can't take stances on it. I think that Elizabeth Warren is surging in the polls. She's raising a ton of money. I've said for a while, I think Pete Buttigieg is going to do a lot better in Iowa than people think, and he's also doing quite interestingly. Looking at Senator Sanders, I think what's kind of mixed this race up is the squad minus Ayanna Pressley endorsing Senator Sanders over the weekend. I think there's going to be a socialist civil war that's going to happen very, very soon between Senator Elizabeth Warren and Senator Sanders. Do you have some comments on that?
Well, yeah, by the way, I think 100%. I mean, I can do a Warren spiel just like I can do a Biden spiel. I mean, literally her entire life is based on a fraud. I was joking. Kimberly is 6.1% Native American. So when she did her 23 and 5 days ago, Elizabeth Warren, I'll bet you 10 grand to the Native American charity of your choice that my girlfriend is substantially more Native American than you. Please don't. And it was crickets. She didn't take me up on the offer. But think about what was going on at her campaign when she got trolled into taking a DNA test. But more importantly, then she gets the test back. And it says, and I quote, maybe 1,024. Imagine the person, her obviously, that was sitting there in the room saying, we got her. We got Trump. This is legit. I always joke with Kimberly. Kimberly, she tells a story about it being from a father who was an Irish immigrant and her mother who was a Puerto Rican immigrant. I go, Kimberly, honestly, in this day and age in modern politics, you should just say you're 100% Puerto Rican, not just 50%. And she goes, what do you mean? I go, well, if Elizabeth Warren won 1,024, it means she's Native American. You're like 2 billion% Puerto Rican. You should just run with that, right? Right? That's how I'm not working.
Besides what I'm saying, it really doesn't matter fill in the blank, anybody who's going to run against the president. I literally had a front row seat to the debates, and it was like a wrecking ball. Miley Cyrus, retire yourself. The new wrecking ball is Trump. Because one after the next 16 just went down. And I cannot even imagine any of them, and you've seen some of the debates, how they're going to hold up. It's almost like you want to send them a care package already. I'm serious, because he's no match for that. So, they can't match up to him, and he gets after it. That's why.
Well, but just imagine for a second the roles were reversed. Now, for the record, I'm very glad he's okay. I'm very glad he's fine. But imagine Donald Trump had a heart attack and then was back on. Imagine what the media would have done if he had. Remember the health thing when they did with Admiral Ronnie Jackson, who the left then destroyed. But Admiral Ronnie Jackson, who was Barack Obama's appointed doctor, who gave my father a pretty damn good health report. And the media was like, remember, it was like 20 million questions. What are the chances of something? They're really remote. Like how remote? Like 1 in a billion that something happens. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah. That this isn't, made news. This shows you the media bias. And if my father had major heart issues during this, they say he's unfit to be president. He's unfit. It would never stop. So I'm really glad that there's nothing wrong with it. But again, I think these instances only highlight the extreme bias that's going on there. But I do think there's sort of going to be an interesting battle when people sort of pick up on sort of the socialists between the Warren Sanders camp. You see what's going on to. I don't know that there's any reasonable people really in the race. Certainly, none that have a chance.
John Delaney guy still running? I mean, that's about it. John Delaney guy that everyone forgot about.
Yeah, so the reality is, again, I don't know that any of them, I don't know that anything out there that I view as a real threat, other than, again, when you're getting a 93% negative message despite unprecedented success, that does influence people. It does make a difference. And again, the media isn't even shy about just being a cheerleader only for the other side.
I can say this, though, that what we are seeing is, from an analytical standpoint, as the country, President Trump disrupted politics so fundamentally because he took the left-wing base away from them. So the former base were union members and they were carpenters and electricians. So the left, they look around and realize that their base is gone. So they had two choices. They could either try to win back that base, or they could go and further radicalize them. they try to get a bunch of foreign nationals to come potentially vote, or they try to cater more to Malibu, Manhattan, and Missouri, Montana, and middle parts of the
Well,
country.
it is true. I mean, again, one of the other great sort of life lessons I have, I went to boarding school in central Pennsylvania, right? So I grew up in Pottstown, PA, basically, from 8th grade through there. And then, so, I lived in one of these Rust Belt towns for so long, where you see the shuttered factories, where you see all of that. So you're like, how is it that Trump is reaching out to these union, who's built more stuff with union labor than Donald Trump? I mean, he actually knew these guys. That's why he was a better developer, because he actually spent time with those guys, and he listened. He could speak to them, not because, as the media said, he only has a third-grade education. You think about it, this is what they were selling. Remember this story? But it's because he can speak like a real person, and doesn't have to constantly try to show you, that he knows a 5-syllable word. And so he was able to reach out to these guys and actually speak to them. And these people have been totally forgotten by the Democrat Party, but I've seen it. I've seen it around, all over the country. We're like, Don, I don't know, but if my grandfather knew that I was voting for a Republican, he'd be rolling over in his grave. I said, what would your grandfather say about today's Democrat platform? And that's when the light bulb goes up. It's like, hey, there's so much history there. And there was a time when they cared about the American worker. That's long gone. That started after this generation, but the Republicans haven't been able to capture that because we didn't have anyone that could actually understand the message either until Trump. And so, that has so fundamentally changed. And once that light bulb goes off, they realize, man, this is not my grandfather's Democrat Party. This is not the party of JFK. This is not the party of any. Those people would be, they'd be alt-right, and they're racist, and they're terrible human beings, and you gotta destroy them. The party that built, and the people that built the Democrat Party, that doesn't exist anymore. It's long gone. But that history still remains for a lot of people. And so they got to sort of wake up and get out of that shell, start thinking for themselves. And so, I think Trump was the first guy to be able to actually do that. Next question.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with you three. Mr. Trump Jr., your father said on October 8th, 2018, that he likes Taylor Swift's music 25% less. You know what number he started off at?
I don't know where it started, but it's interesting, when you think about it, for a guy like my father, and certainly a guy his age, right? I mean, he really does have a good grasp of pop culture, right? I mean, he got into The Apprentice in his 60s, was able to have a #1 show. I mean, he gets those things. So the answer, he probably got it a lot because he has a, but for me, I'm the opposite. Like, if I like something on TV or music, it's like basically shorted because it ain't going anywhere. It's gonna bother. He does have a good understanding of that, and always has. So, but that's the reality. I mean, you can see it throughout people. I mean, the influence of Hollywood in this. Half the people that are out there like trying to outvote themselves, they don't even believe these things. They're just doing it because they need that to be accepted. I see that a lot. I have a lot of guys, buddies, even in country music. Well, I love what you guys do. I can't say anything. Because again, there are consequences to being a conservative. There are more consequences to being a vocal conservative, and there are far greater consequences to being a vocal Trump-supporting conservative. Fill a room like this, and I want to give a shout out to all of those who weren't able to get in. I know this is the biggest room we were able to get, but I know I saw the video from Megan. I mean, there's literally hundreds of people that showed up that weren't even able to get in the room.
I don't know.
And so, I do think there are a lot of people that are still reasonable, a lot of people that are willing to listen, willing to hear. Unlike University of Florida last week, where there was one woman who, it was actually impressive. I wasn't sure whether to be upset or impressed. She managed to scream like this for 45 minutes straight. There was no breath.
I'm scared.
I was legitimately impressed. But I asked a simple question, which she had no answer to other than, and it was, how good can your ideas be if you're not even willing to let others speak about theirs?
Right.
He has no idea. And I think he probably liked her a lot, and I think she's probably actually far more conservative than most would pull out us to believe. But then, she has to criticize because you have to outwoke yourself. I talked about Martina earlier, Navratilova. So after she got destroyed by the left for saying what she actually believes, she then started hitting Trump for the first time in years. And again, just someone we knew growing up and stuff like that. She only did that because that's the way, that's the cred you need to get back into woke world. We gotta attack Trump. So I don't even believe most of these people who are attacking actually believe these things. I just think they say it because they need to, and frankly, they're too weak to stand up and fight, unlike so many other people in this room. So you guys have a lot more guts than they do, that's for sure.
Woo!
I do want to say, I'm too much trouble here, but we're thankful to be able to host the event here, but it's just so frustrating to have to turn away students at a college campus. So thankful to be able to host it here. Unbelievably disappointed the university wasn't able to get a bigger space for us. When hundreds and hundreds of students are not able to get the message they want to get. Very disappointing.
So, since we're having events like so much for communities of color throughout history and today, why do you think that it is that those communities are still voting for Democrats in overwhelming numbers?
I think, I think some of that's changing, and I think that people do see it, but don't forget, I mean, it's not just the people, it's also getting information there. I mean, the Democrat Party, whether it's academia, whether it's a lot of these inner cities, whether it's in the churches, I mean, the DNC has controlled the message getting into actual people, through the noise, through the line. I mean, you got to see the lines that I grew up. I mean, and it's funny to see all of the quote unquote friends, the people that I've had dinner with, all of a sudden, Trump, he's a conservative. I'll be, hey, he's obviously racist. I'm like, dude, we've been to dinner together like 15 times. When you didn't have a problem with it before, all of a sudden it's a big issue. So, it is something that I do see people starting to get. I see it, people coming to us and saying these things and giving you the thumbs up. But it isn't easy to get through that stranglehold that so many have on those communities. But again, the thing that's both good and bad is, that for us, we don't need to win 95% of those communities, right? We did unprecedented levels, winning like 12% of that community last time. If we hit 2025, I still think of that as a failure because we should be getting 100. And we will keep fighting for that. That's what my father said. He's got to be the president for all Americans. That's why he's doing those things that aren't just party line. But even if you get 20%, you think about it, that's a major fail. And if you did that in school, you'd be out. That's still a huge win, for conservatives and for the future. And it would do a lot of lasting hits. So, I don't want to shoot for that as my goal. I want to shoot for 100%. But I do think, and I do see it from people who are like, listen, I get it. I appreciate those extra dollars from my pocket. Unlike Nancy Pelosi, those dollars aren't crumbs. To me, it's my family. And so I have to believe, and I still believe, that the average hardworking American, they get it, they see through the noise. There's some that will never be because they're blinded by so much, whether it's hate or otherwise. There's some that may never get the message delivered to them, even if they were impressionable enough. But it's why we're here. It's why we're on college campuses when we're not supposed to be, right? We got to get it out there. We got to try.
Make no mistake about it, but this is something we're working very hard on because it's all about trying to get the message
So,
and not being here to the mainstream.
look like they great wrap things up, y'all. So I'm glad y'all was able to enjoy the show.
Training that we do in the Latino community.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about it.
For women for
And
so don't believe the lies out there. It takes some. The proof is going to be in putting an election.
to be
day.
continued.
You see the numbers that we
Bro,
did.
you there?
President
I'm there.
Did you enjoy the show?
Previous election.
I like that. I like that. Thanks for the coverage. Thanks for the footage.
Communities that have the two highest.
I love you, sir. Thank you.
Are also two communities with the highest poverty, and it's the Black community and the Native American community. I see Rob Smith in the audience, Brandon Tatum, who's one of the great.
Wait a minute, Rob.
Great job, guys.
Yay!
We want to talk about communities that have been really disturbed by big government policies and left-wing ideas.
And the victim culture. They want to keep you dependent on government.
Hey, I want to do a petty show. We want to be petty on
Yeah,
you.
the homelessness rate in the Black community is 74%.
Okay, so look like they're great wrap things up, y'all. Mo, you there?
Hold on, I'm there. I just gave you the dance floor. Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. I'm there.
I can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Ah,
I don't
can you
know.
hear me? Microphone, can you hear me?
I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay, come back. All right, she'll be back. That's Hope Colvin right here, giving us some footage of Turning Point USA down in I think it's Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know part of Arizona. I know it's by Phoenix, but she'll get her ass back on here and she's gonna talk more about it. And much love, everybody. Yeah. Man, everybody's patient with me, man. But look, stay online, y'all, because I'm gonna be petty tonight. I'm in my motherfucking petty mode right now. I'm in my motherfucking petty mode. Trust me. I was just being cool because I was on this shit right here. But look, the after party is gonna be the patty party. We're gonna have the patty party. How many people like the patty party? Very hope Mo have a great night. Yeah. I ain't going nowhere. Hope coming back on here. Then it's gonna be petty. You know, you dumb motherfuckers, man. Let me shut up. Hold on. Motherfuckers still talking shit about me. Only dirt you have on me that I fucking drink on my live videos. Fuck you. Oh, I just burped. Sorry. Oh, that's who offended by my burp? Anybody offended by my burp? Is anyone? Hold on. There we go. There you go. Right here. I'm waiting for Hope. Maybe she'd have technical difficulties. You dig what I'm saying? But it's patty party time in a minute, y'all. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. But that was the footage right there. You know, I hope do come back on. If not, the party gonna go on like, hey, oh, there she go. That ain't half of a go. Yeah, there she go. That ain't half a go. How you doing? What up, Hope?
Yeah. So did y'all enjoy the scenery?
Yeah, we enjoyed it. Oh, your hair look beautiful. Wow, I love your hair.
Well, thank you. Yeah. So right now they look like they're wrapping things up because everybody jetting out of the event and stuff.
All right.
I don't know what the after thing is. They're just asking questions and stuff. Like people is just leaving out and so forth.
Yeah. You know they were shadow banning that video when you put up when you gave me the footage. They've been shadow banning like crazy. They putting that like no people watching, They've been censoring me right now.
What?
Yeah, no people watching. It's like 50 people watching. No people.
How many people got to see it?
No, people got to see now. Now all of a sudden the views going up. For some reason, we came on that. They said no people watching, 0, and we got about many people in the chat room.
Oh.
That's the games they playing. The games that the globalists is playing. They playing games.
I bet they are. Well, you know they're gonna do that because they didn't want to see Trump Jr. on.
No,
so
they didn't want to.
You noticed that? I noticed the camera started acting crazy when he came on stage.
Them niggas. They be on some nigga shit too. Hope you know I'm in a petty mode right now, so I'm trying to be calm in the beginning. But this after part, we after that.
I'm trying to fix my daggone camera. All right, here we go. Cause I hate this phone.
Hope I'm in my petty mode tonight. I'm in my motherfucking petty mode tonight.
Did you see all our youth? Did you see all our babies?
Ooh, I saw that. The babies.
Our patriots, young ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Yeah. I said that. See, this is what the media won't cover. They won't show. Now we at a college campus here. This is a college campus, and you know, you see a lot of our youth here. It brought tears to my eyes. I see all our youth.
Yes.
So the left didn't get all our youth. You know, we got a lot of young right wings, and it was just amazing to see our young ones here. It's just a beautiful sight, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, he filled it up. He filled up a whole auditorium. Basically like his dad did. Mm-hmm. And this is kids his age, you know, people his age filling up. You know what I mean?
Jadik.
So to the whole front where all them seats was at, that's all the college students, that's all our young patriots.
Yeah. Young patriots that has
Young
fucking
patriots.
morals and has fucking standards.
Young patriots. That's all young patriots you saw sitting up front, in the front. All of us, the older ones that's not on the campus, we all set up on the bleachers and stuff. But yeah, that was all young patriots, and it was just beautiful to see.
Hey.
So the left didn't indoctrinate all our children, didn't indoctrinate all our youth.
Yeah. They
And you got to witness it with your own eyes. This is live. This ain't fake news.
right. This ain't fake news. Globalism will not work.
No.
They're the same agenda as socialism. Globalism will not work. These people try to play globalism by censoring my motherfucking video. You know what? To the owners of Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, suck my dick.
But yeah, bro. I mean, as you can see, I'm at ASU. I'm at a college campus and stuff, and it's working, dude. And I mean, just this whole thing was good. Now I'm waiting until they finish up because Jen, she does the media and stuff, so I'm thinking later there meet up with Charlie and them, and then talk more to them and stuff.
Okay, you know what? I'll still be online. I'm gonna be on here at least about 3 more hours. You dig what I'm saying? So I'll hit that link if you got some good shit for me. You got me some good footage.
Yes,
I'll be good with that.
Yes. But I'm gonna get up off here and I'll tune in a little later. All right.
Holla back.
All right, bro.
All right, sis. Real shit, y'all. Real shit. And I won't bring y'all fake news. So, and guess what? I'm turning my camera off because when I turn my camera off, I am being petty. There we go. Back to life. Back to reality. Michelle, if you want to come on, holla at a brother. Holla, because this is only the beginning. Hope want to come back on here and we gonna do this. Hold on, you dig what I'm saying? Nicole. We're gonna talk about some real shit tonight. Okay. All right, let's do it. Hold on, give me a second. Because I'm gonna go ahead and set it all off right now. Set this motherfucker off right now. Set it off like I always do, you dig? And I'm gonna talk about it. And that's what it's about, y'all. You dig? Hold on, I'm gonna text Audra and she wanna get on. Hold on, give me a second. My bad. I'm gonna talk to Audra. Hold on, let me call Audra real quick. Hey, stay online. I'm right here. I see we got Chinese motherfucker. Damn, Tiny. What up, y'all? I am back. Maurice Duck is back. Maurice Duck is back. And I ain't been back. And I'm talking shit tonight. You know, I'm waiting for Hope. Hope said she'd come on momentarily once she gets some footage of what's going on in Turner Point. Tiny, no. I ain't putting link on you. I ain't fuck with you tonight. No, Tiny. I ain't fuck with your ass tonight, yo. Your ass like, no. You almost, not tonight. Not tonight. You just put the link up. No, not tonight. I'm kind of in my trigger mode tonight, man. No, Tiny. Tonight ain't the night tonight because I'm in trigger mode tonight with you. For real, Tiny, I'm in a trigger mode. I am triggered by you right now. I'm fucking triggered by you right now, Tiny. Not tonight. We talked some today. I want to go on there because look, I got some shit to address with your ass. And we gonna address some motherfucking shit again. And I'm gonna come in, I ain't disrespecting you, but we gonna address some shit. So I want to do that on another day. Cause I think you be on some fuck girl shit too. But Audra, I sent you a link. Come on here, Audra. Tell you know I love her, but not tonight. It's a time for it every day. Because I want to address some things with me and her. You know, I don't believe in being on some fuckboy shit. Good time. You still got me blocked on your fucking YouTube channels. See, I don't play games. See, I want to be out loud, but you got me blocked still. I can't comment on your shit, and until you do that, we gonna resolve this. Because I'm very open on what I say. but till then, yeah, you just watching the show. Watch the show, goddammit. Everybody know I love Tiny, but I'm talking shit. Like I talk to my sister. She on some bullshit too. But I'm gonna talk to you. You dig? What's up, Audra? Audra, you want to come on, please? I just private message you the link. Get your ass on here and grab my ass. Look at this shit. You can tell the shot about this real because when I was on Turner Point, I had like no people watching. Soon as I took the motherfuckers off, all of a sudden everybody coming in. They like my little petty shit. You dumb motherfuckers. I'm gonna address some shit tonight though, because I had a pro-black activist on my channel last night, and conservatives got very triggered. I had Shakir on here, and they didn't like that. Oh, the last name triggers you because it's a pro-black last thing. Fuck you. All right. Look, I got to pay a water bill. I'll be back. You know, hit the link, Audra. I sent it to your private message. Come on here, all right? I can go ahead and start this. I got to pay my water bill real quick, okay? You dig? We're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them trigger motherfuckers. And Tiny know I love her to death. Next. Listen, everybody, I'm going to show y'all something. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Maurice Duck is back, so what I'm gonna do. Look at everybody. I'm gonna show y'all this. I did a video last night, and a lot of conservatives got triggered because a pro-black person was on my channel last night, and she believes.
Keep headphones off in a minute.
Look, before I did the video, she believes in segregation. The thing is, that's her fucking opinion. You fucking conservative snowflake. That's her fucking opinion, and I got love for the chick. She's a good person. Look at her. She got an afro. I like an afro. She's passionate. She's a good person. So why y'all only want to attack good people? You conservatives. Okay, do what you do. Do what you do. Do what you do. How you doing? We got Kashira.
I'm fine, man. Black power, man.
She said it like that. Look, we got a plaque. She didn't care because she know to trigger everybody. Look, she like this black power, and she is a pro-black activist. She is, and I put on my panel last night.
Fist up.
She got her
What's
fist
up, Noah?
What up? Man, I'm glad I got you on here tonight. And
Man, I'm glad I'm here.
I'm glad because I'm petty as fuck. Because you know what? Look, y'all, if y'all can't handle her, y'all can kind of unsubscribe me because the shit gonna get real tonight. Shit gonna get real, goddammit. You dig what I'm saying? And the first question I'm gonna ask you, Kashira. See them pro-black names that you got there alone.
Hey, man, look. Kashara is my birth name.
Okay.
Mhm.
It matches your last name though.
Yep.
That's real right there. You know what I'm saying? See, I respect that. And I had a question for you. Do you think racism still exists?
Of course it does. And those that don't think it exists, I'm trying to figure out what world they
people
are.
got triggered when I put her on here. Because what are you triggered by? That means she got some truth in there. That means I want to hear this truth. God damn it.
Living in.
All right. And she believes in segregation. And I ain't mad at her for that because I want to hear which one opinion. Why do it exist anyway? I mean,
Why does it exist?
I mean, what does it come from?
It was a system put in place
A system?
to make sure that the white man was ahead of everybody else, and that's what it is.
That's what it is.
It's called systematic racism.
Okay. Systematic racism. You know, I can feel you on that. You know,
we get pulled overboard. Yeah.
We
get pulled over more. Yes, we do. For bullshit.
You see, I didn't argue with her. You see, I was very intellectual. If you look at it, I was very intellectual because I'm an intellectual person.
Harass more. Yes.
You know, it does this. You got these. I do agree on some things to some point.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Do you think some black folks try to add shit on sometimes?
Try to add shit on with who?
You know. Sometimes black men always want to blame white man for shit they why they want to get off their ass and pay child support and do all this shit.
I mean, the white man did invent the child support system, but I do believe that if you have a child, you should pay for the support of the child. Now, I myself have never received child support because I didn't want to go through all that court shit anyway. I just do it by myself.
Thank you.
Because I have to.
Yes, and myself, Kashira, I don't believe in child support. I feel that if you don't want to be in her life, don't be in her life no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be part of the system and hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Sign your motherfucking rights away. I mean,
you can sign your rights away.
Yeah, I'd rather come do that and then be involved in the system. Shit like that puts all of us in the system. You know,
Indeed. I ain't mad at it though. You know, if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you need for your child, you got to get it by any means. If they father is not providing, but if the father is providing, then I don't see a need for it. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not the biggest. I don't have the biggest problem with food stamp because I just bought food stamp. It worked for 20. You gonna turn that shit down?
I mean, I can't get food stamps, you know what I'm saying? But I don't knock nobody that need them because they for the child.
Right. So, what we gotta do, Kashira, because I know you're very
I'm
passionate.
about to have to take these headphones out.
Come on. You're very passionate about the Black community. Like me too. We on different levels.
Hold on.
Okay.
Sound went out on you.
It went out on them?
Is my sound still good? I can't hear shit.
I still hear you.
You can hear me? Oh, no, I'm gonna have to go out and come back.
She gotta come back in. Get back. Stay tuned, Kashira is coming back on.
All right, hold on.
And we gonna come with some
all
real
this
stuff.
video and hold on, we got
You dig what I'm
I
saying?
didn't know
What's
you was
going on,
in
the
here.
rapper?
He's in the building. Hold on. Go ahead and bring this. Dang, hold on. There we go. We got it like this.
Hey.
And let me go ahead and put my picture back on here. Start the camera. Hold on. Start the motherfucking camera back up. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Hey!
Hey!
I was doing some footage about last night. I got a bash about it. I got backlash about a lot of patriots about the video I did with a pro-Black activist that she believes in segregation. I said, no, what? She has a right to feel that way she feel. I'm not going to shit on her.
Right.
And I disagree with what she said. She's actually a good friend of mine. I like her. I knew her before I became a Trump supporter, so I put her on there. They all like freaking out. Like,
I didn't get a chance to watch it, but she agrees with segregation.
she does. That's her opinion. And I asked her. She believes we should be segregation because of. I'm like, oh shit. Look, I don't argue with her. I'll let her talk. I'm not gonna be all like, damn dummy, I can't believe it. No.
No, that's not the way to have a conversation with somebody who doesn't, believe the same way.
Your channel Mo, I can't believe you put that type of nonsense on. You say, what the fuck?
No, we need that. We need to be having conversations.
But she got white friends, and her sister-in-law is white and all that. Her nephews are half. She just got opinions.
That's weird, though.
I know. I try to talk to okay, you know what?
I mean, I'm not saying she's weird. I'm just saying that seems bizarre to me that she believes in segregation. But
she got that Black Panther mentality. You know what? I want to talk more with people like that and get to the point and see their opinion. I don't want to kick them off. I want them on my show anytime. They come out.
No, we need to have conversations with people that. Ooh, look all a hot mess tonight, Mo. Look at me. My kids just drunk me through the mud today.
You from Michigan. Y'all like y'all remember the white girls in Chicago. Y'all
Michigan. I don't know what to do with this.
Hit that motherfucker back right here.
Yeah. We need to be having conversations with people that believe differently.
Yes,
we do,
and that's what it is, and that's what I've been talking about, Audra. It's been kind of like freshman lately, and I've been losing a lot of subscribers on my YouTube, my Facebook. Guess what? But I got new subscribers. New people been coming on my channel lately. That ain't Trump supporters. That ain't Trump supporters. More like liberals. They're like, you different than the rest of conservatives. I said, good.
Right. Well, that's what we have to do. We have to start reaching out. We have to start finding people that don't believe the same we are and try to change minds, or at least find some common ground. But we're not going to do that in echo chambers, right?
Yeah, echo chamber. Motherfuckers. Audra, I'm in my petty mode tonight. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you're on here right now. I'm in a petty mode tonight.
You petty?
I'm always petty. But right now, I'm kind of trying to not be too petty tonight.
Okay. Don't be salty and petty.
On some Bud Light.
Hey, I got my energy drink.
Energy drink. Got your energy. I got my energy drink. This is my energy drink.
Yeah. Your coffee.
Hold on, Michelle want to come on here. Hold on, Michelle.
Michelle.
I'm gonna send you the link, but I'm not trying to get too many people on tonight. I just want to chill a few people tonight because I don't want to argue tonight. But
I feel special.
You know Michelle Audra, didn't you? Yeah. We kicked Michelle out of the Harry's.
Yup. I love Harry's.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I saw something on Facebook. I don't know what it's about. Somebody said there was a shooting in one of the like pro Trump like bars in I don't know, somewhere in the I don't know
Yeah,
where.
I saw that on Twitter, but I'm suspended again. I'm in jail, so.
What the hell? I've never been in Twitter jail before. I feel left out.
Because I keep sharing these abortion videos of what a dismemberment abortion looks like, or what the abortion pill does to all these Democrats, because I want them to see what they're agreeing to. Like,
yeah, they don't put two and two together.
They don't. All they say is abortion, but they have no idea how they're performing these abortions, and it just pisses me off, Mo.
I know why you be in Twitter jail now, Michelle. I just figured it out. You probably showing them gross pictures of the baby's heads cut off.
They need to show those, Mo.
They don't like that shit. You gotta like.
They don't want to see the truth. That's the problem.
Okay, that's real though. You're right, Audra. They need to see that.
Well, yeah, you talk to most pro-choice people and they think it's like a pill and that's it. That's the only abortion that's available. They don't know they're actually ripping babies apart. Like,
they call it.
I mean, watch them freak out if somebody did to a damn puppy, but it's okay to do it to a fucking human being, you know?
No media traction, silence. The Black Lives Matter, silence. About 20 million black babies have been murdered. Probably even more than 20 million black babies.
Yeah. In New York, there's more black babies killed than there are born. Like, legit fact. Like, what the hell?
Yep. Chicago, Baltimore, same thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, I just heard New York.
Yeah, even Elijah Cummings, that civil rights activist, so claimed he loved the black people, but yet he loved the women getting abortions, though. He didn't care about that. So to me, he was no civil rights activist. The guy was a crook, and he belongs where he is right now. I have no sympathy.
Shit, she went there.
I have no sympathy for Elijah Cummings, none. And his wife stole all that money, and supposedly she's going to get the seat, Mo. They're going to give it to his wife.
Of course.
What?
The one who stole all that money.
Bitch, please.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I'd rather for them wait, let it sit empty. But, you know, he is the House Judiciary Committee, and he does have to have the seat taken. So, but his wife?
Yeah, that's kind of awkward.
Yep.
Mo, what are you doing over there?
No, I'm sharing. I should share the video one more time.
We
live. We live.
No, did you share it with Becky?
Becky didn't hit me up. I gave Becky my number. She didn't hit me up. Maybe because I'm too old. I don't know. I try to holler at Becky. Becky ain't giving.
I know.
Over there, you player.
I was trying to be her friend, but that's okay.
I love your smile. I love Mo's smile. It melts my heart.
Look at there you go. Mo's got all the white chicks running after him.
They all think I'm a teddy bear.
You are.
You are a teddy bear.
You walked right up, gave me a hug, a kiss on the cheek, and we met each other for the first time.
I kissed everybody on the cheek. That's how great
it was. Great. We had a good time, Mo. Thank you for inviting me.
Anytime. Thank you for coming. You got to keep it all of us. And Harry, I ate some of your little wings. You had some goddamn
chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers. It was spicy. I love that shit. I'm like, I grabbed the whole thing. It was all hot. Like, look, I'm all in your plate, eating your food.
I don't mind. You're my brother. Nothing but love.
Look, I go in everybody's plate. When I'm at Harry's, let me get some of the wings. I want everybody. Well, Uber got killed last year. He's a chili fry. Hold on. You grab something. Look, I'll grab everybody's plate. I go in everybody's plate. They know I'm ghetto as fuck.
Right? Who's going to the March for Life? Are anybody going to the March for Life? January 24th?
I'm planning on going. I think I messaged you about it, actually.
Okay. Yeah, we can. I set up a fundraiser to pay for the hotel room. So if you're interested, let me know.
Well, I have a bunch of friends in DC, so I'll probably just stay with them. But
okay. But we need more ladies to show up and gentlemen too.
Yeah. So this is like the big annual one, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of people up in this one. Thousands of people.
Every year I'm like, I want to go, and then like it happens and I don't find out till like the day of.
January 24th, Mo.
Okay, let me set something up, okay? I said I'll rent up at Harry's bar. I'll stay there.
Yeah. How much is it a night there?
120.
It's not too bad.
It's not bad. It's an old hotel, but guess what? You above from the bar, you can the buffet. You it's convenient. You buy Trump Hotel, all that. It's convenient.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I'll have to think about that.
Trump want to be that.
Yeah, and it's right by the White House too. It's actually kitty corner.
The location's great, but like, you know, don't go there during the summer because you'll fry your ass off. Like it's like a little tiny like vent for air. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's bad.
It was hot when I went. I stayed until I stayed longer than you guys because I had to go meet with staff members, and that was pretty good. I got out a lot of answers. We read some bills together. They talked about Nancy Pelosi and what she does. So it was pretty cool because the staff people do a lot of work. I know it looks like they don't, but they do a lot of work for Congress and Senate. And hats off to them because that's a lot of shit they got to go through, especially working for Adam Schiff. I applaud the people that work for that. And I wouldn't be able to take it. And I was this close, Mo, of going in his office, this close, but I said, I better not, because I'll be in DC jail right with Dion. I didn't want to do that.
Mo, there's our opportunity. We can go to jail, Mo.
Fuck it, let's go to jail together, goddamn. And I want to kick at your crazy ass too.
I've never been to jail. Kind of want to keep it that way, but if I were to, I'd rather go to jail with people I love, right?
I've been to jail one time, and that was because I mouthed off to a judge.
And he got all his
charges
dropped. I knew he was going to get his charges dropped because he didn't do anything. Mo, you had that, and you had that recording too.
I was like, what the fuck? I was going.
I thought you, Mo, were going to go to jail because I thought you were going to knock the guy out, and I know you wanted to, but people held you back.
They didn't want to hold me back. I held myself back.
Okay, well, you too. Good work, but still, you would have knocked him out. I know you would have.
I just looked like, oh shit. I had to cut. Sometimes I had to think too.
And then who was that girl, that woman that was arguing with you too? That white woman that was talking all that crap.
That white bitch. Oh, please.
Were you there, Adria? Was she there?
I'm not part of this conversation.
No, we good. No, I was doing something else.
All right.
I am not about to get myself in trouble again.
They know Mo can't keep his mouth shut. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. If it's in her, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I'm glad I stayed home that day, or went to a hotel or apartment rather.
Look, I saw you. Look, I saw you all like, I'm done. You was down. I'm done with you. I saw you like, oh shit. Look, even though you white, the nigga came out of you.
No. That's the Filipino woman in me. You guys don't know crazy. Like we're Hispanic and Asian. You put that together, it's like one big bundle of like,
right. It's hard to do with people like that. It really is because there's no reasoning with them. There's no logic, you know. It's sad, actually.
Right.
That's so sad.
This is so weird. I have like this glare off my glasses because I'm not used to wearing my
that
glasses.
too, yeah.
I got my nerd glasses on, Mo.
You got your nerd glasses on?
What's up, RRC? My dude in the house.
RRC was live. I missed his live stream because I got no notification until it was done.
Yeah, I saw live stream. I want to give I don't want to go in there and say I'm live streaming because I ain't no motherfucker like that. Like, oh, everybody come on my page. No. I ain't let people know I was live streaming. I said, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm gone. I'll see you later. What's up? You know, finish your
I'll
channel.
catch you on the replay for sure.
Yeah, replay. That's it. But I'm not one of like, ooh, come on my channel. Like, no, whatever. Stay on the channel. He good. Y'all catch me later. See, you got people like that. They come on like, make sure you subscribe to my shit. Fuck your channel. Man, I'll be tripping, man.
Yeah. What were you streaming earlier, Mo? Was that in Charlie Kirk?
He was inside his car?
Who?
No. Earlier you were streaming something. I couldn't hear the audio on it. For Turning Point?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, they were censoring really bad. I only had like it said 0 people watching. It's like the views went down when I went on Turning Point. They
Yeah,
didn't want
I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it at
I
all.
looked at my Wi-Fi box because I thought something was wrong with my Wi-Fi, but no matter
they
what,
canceled that one.
it didn't
Yeah.
work.
Now Turning Point off there, right? All of a sudden the views going up right now. I see the fuckery.
I couldn't hear any of it. I think it was Charlie Kirk though, right? Did I say that right? Is that his name?
Yeah, Charlie Kirk.
He kind of or Isaac Smith kind of reminds me of him, doesn't he? Do you know who Isaac? You know who Isaac Smith is, right?
Not too familiar. Who is he?
No, he spoke at the rally.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, that dude was drunk as hell. I had to pick his ass up.
I did leave for a little bit.
That was my
It was
dude.
really, really hot. I had to go inside an air conditioned building. I was ready to pass out.
Girl, I had my dress on. How do you think I felt? I was like, I'm
don't
gonna
know how
die.
you did it. I don't know how you did it. It was
I'm
hot.
gonna
that day.
die.
It was really hot. I
Yeah.
literally, after that rally, I walked from the Capitol to the Supreme Court because I wanted to take pictures, and I walked all the way to Arlington, Virginia.
Holy
I was
shit.
ready to pass out.
I bet. Dang. Yeah, I walked down to like the vendors to like get something to eat because I was stupid and didn't eat all day. And like,
Yes, and they're reasonable too. So if anybody goes to DC, those food trucks are actually cheaper than restaurants. So eat in the food trucks.
yeah,
Definitely I recommend that. And it's good
Yeah.
food. Kind people
Oh,
too.
in DC?
Love our president.
Oh, I love that Philly cheesesteak.
Yes, that's the one I had.
Ooh, Philly cheesesteak.
I'll be a fat ass if I lived down in DC. I promise you that. I'll be a fat motherfucker.
I ate more than I wanted to.
I love food, so I
Who
Yeah,
does?
we love food. Shit.
I gave up being healthy. I just love food. I'm
I
a
know
bitch if
fucking
I don't eat.
We just gotta eat a lot less. We gotta know how to control the way we eat. That's all.
I have
See,
no
I eat a lot of-
control.
I
I'll
eat a
just
lot of
eat.
red meat.
Yeah. Look, we can have one big old Philly cheesesteak. We gotta eat like 5 or 10 of the motherfuckers.
I'm gonna eat like 5 of them.
Huh?
I'm gonna eat like 5 of them.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I'm just saying, let's enjoy ourselves. If we become a fat ass,
I have no self-control when it comes to food, like at all. At all.
We definitely
I love
gotta
food.
go to when the rally next year. We definitely got to get together. Like last year was, or this year was fun.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I'll stay this time at the hotel. I'm never gonna get an Airbnb unless I actually know the location. Never do that again.
Was it bad?
Oh, the first one I was at, I was right next to a hospital. I didn't know 3 hospitals it was next to. So all I heard was ambulances and gunshots. So not going to go in that neighborhood. If I go near, it's going to be way closer to the Capitol.
I've never done an Airbnb before. I'm
Right?
kind of.
Just read all the reviews. That's what I
I'll be
recommend.
back. I gotta pay a water bill. Hey, take it over, somebody.
Take over, Adria.
I know. I'm just staring at myself
spotlight
now.
on
You can't
your
do
ass.
like a split screen. I'm just looking at myself.
Now
I
you
look
gotta
horrible.
sit for 1 minute.
I got mama hair today, and
My daughter says you are beautiful. And that came from Anna.
Aw.
She loves your dress.
Thank you. I don't feel beautiful today. I dealt with 4 kids all day today, and my daughter told me like last minute she had to have a freaking physical for cheerleading, so I was running around trying to do that all day.
Oh, Sarah does that to me all the time, just before
Oh my God.
Saturday.
And it's like
And
it's
then
not
hard to
like
get in the doctor too, because everybody's getting into the doctor for physicals.
yeah, I had to bring her to like an urgent care center. I had to pay like $50 out of pocket for it. I was like, I'm gonna yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, you need your physical for cheerleading. That's cool. When does it need? Oh, I have tryouts tonight. Are you kidding me?
I got a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 12-year-old. 12-year-old acts like she's 30 sometimes.
Oh my
She's
God.
the one I'm
Yeah.
gonna worry about.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to get the boys away from that one, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, hold on. Let me give y'all the let me
Yeah.
bring it back to normal. Bring it back to normal. Right here. Here we go.
There we go.
Hit my water bill.
Yeah, I get you. I gotta remember what do I got? A 15-year-old, a 13-year-old, almost 10-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
So then you get it.
I get it, girl.
God bless your heart.
So Audrey, was you coming to Wisconsin? Is you coming to Wisconsin? If not,
When is that again? I was gonna ask you, when is that again?
I think it's on the 2nd. It's on a Saturday.
On a second?
Of what
Okay.
month?
November.
November.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm already still saving for January. I might go to the Lucretia Hughes rally in Georgia.
It's the 2nd. It'd be a massive one. It's very liberal. There's gonna be a lot of Antifas there. 'Cause
I
last
don't
time
know, man.
No, my husband
like-
wouldn't want me there.
huh?
Even if
My
I took
husband
the
wouldn't want me there.
ferry, even if I took the ferry over, it's horrible
Plus,
drive.
it's not a carry conceal permit. Like I'm from New York, I can't carry and conceal in another state either.
Because you're in Wisconsin. I'll tell you people, you crash. Look, I don't got a big apartment, but I'm crashing my couch.
Wisconsin's
Right out
open
the door.
carry, right?
Huh?
Wisconsin's open carry, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It is for even if I'm New York permit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's constitutional carry, right? That means like
Yeah.
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 You just can't go into certain places. Even like Walmart now in certain states banned it. It's like, really? You
I
people
wonder
are
if that's legal though. Is that legal?
I know, right? If they can really legally do that, because you know how many times I've been to Walmart and see people have their side piece on them? Hundreds of times. And it's not like they're threatening anybody with it, but you know, it's just that reinsurance, you know, keeping your family safe or whoever's with you or keeping yourself safe.
Right,
God
right.
forbid someone comes in there, you know, we've already seen happen where when someone had a gun and people were taken out.
Because the good guys stop the bad guys with the
That's
guns.
right. But you know, these gun-free zones are going to kill people.
Uh-huh. That's really weird. It's kind of funny to me though, because if I didn't understand guns, I would think people would be more scared of concealed carry because, like, you don't know somebody has it. At least if they're open carrying, you know they have it. Like, so it's kind of like,
yeah,
why? I don't know. Their logic never really makes sense, though, if you really think about it, anyway. So,
right. It's amazing what these Democrats are doing now. They're giving out medical marijuana to these veterans on purpose because they're stipulating in their states with the red state flag laws, if you are on it, then you lose your gun rights. If you buy a gun, it's a federal law saying if you're under the influence of marijuana, you lose your rights.
oh,
So
yeah, I heard about that.
that's
Yeah.
why they're pushing the medical marijuana to our veterans. And I keep telling, and when I go live and I keep warning other veterans not to do it, because once it's on paper, you don't think those people like the Democrats and our government can't get a hold of that. They will. And then
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
have guys coming knocking on your door.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
take the gun, and then you got to pay for a lawyer. You got to go to court and wait a whole year to get your gun rights back. And who's to say you get them back either?
Well,
It's
that's what that's what's so ironic about them. Like, we need to stop gun violence. And I hate to tell them this, like, you come to my house trying to take my guns, not only am I dying, but I'm taking some of them out with me. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to cause the violence. I mean, I don't know very many true patriots are going to just hand over their guns. Like,
especially the veterans. And if anything hits the fan, I would want the good veterans, even though if they're retired men and women who served our proud country and stuff like that, they will protect their communities. They will protect our schools. They'll protect our children and their homes.
Right.
You know? Especially if a civil war happens, I want our great veterans to have guns. Darn it.
Yep. I don't see a lot of cops like doing that anyways. Like,
No,
yeah,
a lot
let's
of
go
times-
door
a
to
lot of
door.
cops and Sheriffs are against it, especially if they're in a Republican state. Like Sheriff Israel said, it's unconstitutional.
It is. It absolutely is. The Second Amendment doesn't give us the right. The Second Amendment tells us that our rights shouldn't be infringed. So they can't take away a right they never gave to us.
Yes.
Exactly
You know?
right. That's
Our
right.
founding fathers worded it that way to make it very, very clear. The government doesn't give us the right to protect our families. It just gives us the ability to not have it infringed on. Like, I don't understand how these people are reading the Constitution, like, because it's not what they think it is.
Crazy. And an evil person with intent to kill is going to harm people no matter what, with a gun, a knife, a hammer, a ballpoint pen, anything they get their hands on, they can kill you with. It's not just a gun problem. We have an opiate crisis problem worse than a gun problem. We have more violence just in abortion alone than guns kill people.
Right, good Lord, right?
So that's just crazy that this gun violence is just a massive problem. Yes, it breaks my heart, but an evil person's going to go out and do it anyway, with laws or no laws.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. A criminal is a criminal. They're not going to obey gun laws. I mean, let's look at the cities that have the strictest gun laws in the country, and they have the most gun violence because the criminals are the only ones with the guns. It's like common sense.
Right. Definitely true. What do you think about it, Mo?
Man, it's just, I believe that they have the same agenda as Hitler. The same
Nazi Germany, buddy. Yep.
So good. And remember, history repeats itself.
It does. History always
Absolutely.
repeats itself. And we have to know that history will repeat itself. Remember that, come on, there, and the Bible said it, that nothing new under the sun.
Amen,
Yep.
brother.
Yep. I mean,
And
that's one of the first things Hitler did. He disarmed people who didn't agree with him.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah. Yep. And then, you know, he said, "Oh, you can't have news outlets that speak out against me, or let's burn all the books that say things I don't want." Well, we're not burning books now. We're just blocking freedom of speech on social media outlets. I mean, it's
And
the same
I
thing.
learned a lot from the Holocaust Museum, and it was true. They burned a lot of Jewish books, like every Jewish book in Germany and
Oh, it wasn't just
all of it was
Jewish
burned.
books. It was, books that had any sort of form of, freedom or democracy in them, or any
They
sort of
killed
thing that.
handicapped children, handicapped men.
Yep.
They killed women and men who were unperforming, and if they didn't have the right size, adequate nose or legs or arms, they killed you immediately.
Exactly. Well, I mean, let's look at it. What do they call abortion now? The unwanted children, right?
Right.
What did Hitler call the handicapped, the mentally disabled, the
Exactly right.
unwanted? It's literally, they're using the same language, yet turning around and calling people like me and you Nazis.
And Hitler even read newspapers when America started the KKK. And where do you think all of them got that idea from?
Oh, yeah.
What's
That's
from the
documented.
KKK? Yep.
The Democrats actually supported Hitler, actually sent ambassadors to Hitler to learn from him, until we found out that these rumors of the concentration camps were true. Then they're like, shit, oh my God, we're in trouble. We got to flip this right away. And then all of a sudden the Republicans were the bad guys.
Yep. Not a lot of people understand that, but if you really want to look at it, look into Dinesh D'Souza. He explained it.
Oh, I love him.
Oh,
have you ever met him?
Not personally, but I hope to one day.
Oh my God, he's so amazing. You've got to meet him. He's so amazing.
I bet.
So
I love
amazing.
his books and his documentaries.
Oh yeah. Yep. So Mo, open a history book with us, buddy.
Open up a history book.
Yeah, try to open your kid's history book today.
I'm gonna talk about some. I don't think they want to know my history book. What I gotta say.
No.
Can I tell you something?
We should start you a Mo's history class.
I'm gonna tell you my history book right here. My history book right here, man. People tell me, I hear people talk about Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman. She had help from the Underground Railroad. To me, I've been said this, and I respect Harriet Tubman, but to me, Harriet Tubman wasn't shit. I'm saying it for a reason. I respect Harriet Tubman, but she had help from the Underground Railroad. And look deep into Nat Turner. That's what I'm talking about, everybody.
I don't know a lot of history on her. Rosa Parks wouldn't.
No. Look at the hero. They battle bands Nat Turner stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what pisses me about the Rosa Parks thing is there was a woman, Ida B. Wells.
Yeah,
she did
Ida B. Wells.
She did that way before, and you know why history forgot her? Because she was Republican. She ran a conservative newspaper in Chicago and was a woman, and they don't want that in the history. They want you to look at this Democrat and say, look at her. No, Ida B. Wells did that shit way long. Not disrespecting Rosa Parks. I love that woman. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want to be able to have strong Republican women to point to. They want to rewrite it.
It's right. Even from 1876 to 1930, there was not one black politician. They were all Republican. And in the 1930s, they started going Democrat. I don't know too much more about that, but I do know that for a fact from Dinesh D'Souza.
Yeah. The first politician in our history was a Republican. I'm sorry, a black, politician.
And
I think the first woman was too, if I'm right. If I remember.
Johnson, who started all that. And what did he say, Mo, about black people? What he was going to do? That he was going to get them to vote for him for the next 200 years.
Them nigga voted the next 200 years. He said them niggas.
And remember, before Kennedy died, he was against the Civil Rights Act. He was against the Civil Rights Bill. He was against welfare. He was against throwing them in public housing and all that. Not after till he died. All of a sudden, he loved the black people. Crazy, right?
See, when people start to wake up on some things, people don't like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like that because man, it's fuckery, man. Fuckery has always existed. Fuckery have existed since the Moses days. Let's tell the truth. I know I'm cussing, talking about it, but it's the fucking truth.
It is the fucking truth. Preach it, Mo.
Fuckery have existed when Eve bit that motherfucking fruit.
Hey, don't be blaming Eve. She didn't make Adam eat that fruit.
That nigga Adam should have knowledge. That was fuckery right there. They decided to bow down to go with the fuckery with a serpent.
Mm-hmm.
So fuckery have existed from day one. I'm not blaming the woman. I'm not blaming the man. I blame both of the motherfuckers.
That's right.
You call Adam Eve a motherfucker? Yes, I blame both of the motherfuckers.
And Eve got most of the punishment anyway. She got pain during childbirth. Okay, that is not some fun shit.
And then had a baby that's a murderer. One of the kids was a fucking murderer. The first motherfucker that killed the motherfucker.
Yeah, but we didn't blame the rock, did we?
No, nigga. Come on, Audra. You know I'm too petty tonight. You know I'm too petty tonight.
You're
petty.
Nick.
Like damn, Mo, you off the chain. Nigga, I'm off the chain every motherfucking night. Shit.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I haven't looked at the chat yet. Chat room.
I'm trying to pay attention a little bit to it. The governor of California now signed it where college campuses can give the college girls abortion pills.
Wow.
It goes through the Senate and then the court, and they do that. You know how dangerous that's going to be?
I mean, I would, in an ideal world, abortion wouldn't exist, but I'd rather have it happen then than ripping a baby apart that can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
women can miscarry, or I mean not miscarry, but during the abortion process, they can hemorrhage in their own form. They got to go through all this process without. We don't explain it to them, and women have died from it, literally.
Yeah.
Well, that blood will be on the hands of the governor and every college campus who allows it.
I don't get that too. To me too, that makes rape so much easier too. You know, just not just for colleges, but like in general. If you've got like a case of incest, right? How do you get rid of the most important like evidence, like the baby, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and
you're getting rid of the like number one evidence, the DNA. Like you're telling people it's okay to abort these babies when you know, hello, the father is the father of that child. You can prove it right there, the incest case, but they make it so easy for somebody to bring a young girl in and be like, she needs an abortion, give it to her. You know, sex trafficking. Hello.
Yeah, and then they throw these young girls right in the hands back to their victim or to their predators.
Yes.
And they cover it up.
It's covered up because of abortion. Like, you know, and then I don't agree with punishing the child for the crimes of the father either, because, you know, I get rape. I've never been raped. I can't imagine. But listen, my two older kids, they're by my ex, and he beat the shit out of me almost on a daily basis, like put me in the hospital. You know, I never once looked at my kids, and my son looks just like him, and said, I can't love you because of your father.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, that's like, oh my God, look at this miracle I got out of this, you know?
Yep.
It's ridiculous to blame the baby for the crimes of the father.
And if the woman can't go through it, if she's been a victim of rape or incest, there's always adoption. Hundreds of people wanting to be parents out there.
Right. You know? I read somewhere, I don't know how factual it is, but there's actually more parents wanting to adopt babies than there are babies available.
Yeah. It is crazy because the process in some states make it so hard. Some states will go 12 years back looking at your banking, financial stuff, if you have any convictions or all that stuff. you know, or whatever. It doesn't matter. They'll try to look at everything. If you didn't cross your T's or dot your I's well, you're not going to adopt. In this state, especially New York State.
Really?
Yeah, it makes it very hard, and it's sad.
So it's easier to kill a child than it is to adopt it.
It's crazy. Ohio lightened up their laws, and I think Arkansas and Alabama also lightened up their laws. But still, there are more parents, exactly right, waiting to adopt, and then children available. That's why they go overseas and over the country to adopt.
Yeah. I also heard that overseas it's less of a hassle. Like I guess there's loopholes in the US where like I could adopt a baby and then 3 years later the mom might want them back or something like that. So there's crazy loopholes. You don't have that when you're adopting from other countries.
Very, very expensive because you got to pay for all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Yep. But that's why in Michigan we're working on the heartbeat bill. So I'm hoping we'll be, I'm hoping we'll be the 10th state to say, listen,
You will be the 10th state. I'll be really happy for that.
Yeah.
We need to get more states on board. And Congressman Steve Scalise is working so hard on that too. It's just his state doesn't, Louisiana, but he wants to see other states become it. And you know, I like the passion that some of these pro-life congressmen and senators have, but they just need to get more passion and stand up to these Democrats. Like, who stands up to the Democrats? Why can't they? You know?
Yeah. The more
backbone. Use the balls that you have, Lindsey Graham, and use them. You too, Rand Paul. I know you got a set. Use them.
I mean, like this is it. This is how we're going to overturn Roe v. Wade. You know, if we establish that, you know, the heartbeat is when life begins, that's it. We're going to eradicate abortion. That's so exciting because we've fought for so many years, longer than I've been alive. And it's like we've taken baby steps. This is like, listen, we've got the Supreme Court lined up. We got the right judges in there. Let's do it now. You know, let's just have this be something that happens in our past that, you know, like slavery, it was a stain that we're going to overcome, but we've got to do it now. But we've got everything in place.
That's right.
Mo's going to work for the heartbeat bill, right, Mo?
Yes, I'm going to work for this. My bad. Hope to send me a picture. She got a picture with Donald Trump Jr. She on that kick with her right now. Hope.
Hi.
You got a picture with Donald Trump Jr.?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm looking at the picture right. Like, damn. Look at
that. Cool.
She just texted me the picture and shit, you know.
I love Don Jr.
Super jealous.
I think the closest I ever got at a rally was the My Pillow guy. I took a picture
right here. Her and Donald Trump Jr. She just
awesome. And that was just where she was at.
Yep, she's still there. She with Brandon Tatum right now kicking it too. Like, oh shit, R&B.
I'm super jealous.
Yeah, way jealous. How cool.
I've met Pence.
You met
Pence is, Pence is cool, but you know.
Awesome.
It's not a Trump.
I love Mike Pence. He's a good guy too.
Yes, he's way cool. Mo's too busy texting.
Oh, here I go. Give me 1 second. I'm
gonna be right back.
I'll be right. You gotta pay a water bill. I'll be pay a water bill.
Nah. I'm just getting another energy drink. I told you my kids like ran me today, man. I don't That was crazy insane today. My little mini me, and then she's got her little friend. I guess her mom lost her house or something. So then her mom calls me desperately, like, can she stay with you? And I'm like, oh yeah, because I need 5 kids, you know, but like, what do you do? Like, say no?
Yeah. I got a mini me, and I'm reminded all the time by my family, she's a mini me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's so funny.
She was born on my 20th birthday, on my birthday, and she looks identical to me. It's kind of creepy. Awesome. It's like,
awesome. See what a miracle. God planned that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and she came early too, because I came early. So I was born on the 28th of April instead of the 5th of May. and her due date was the 5th of May, and she came on the 28th of
It's
April.
for
It's really
what?
kind of creepy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, definitely. But awesome though at the end. See that?
Yeah.
My daughter Sarah was born on my grandma's birthday, and then my daughter Anna was born on my mom's birthday.
Oh, way cool.
And with Anna, I yelled at the doctor because it was just almost midnight, and it would have been the next day. I said, "Get the F in here now!"
Yeah, get it out.
Yeah. I said, "Get the F out! I don't care. I ain't putting her out till midnight." He's like, "You are the first person who's been fully dilated, no epidural."
Michelle, you can cuss on my channel.
I was like, I gotta put this kid out, but it's not coming out till midnight. You know me, I try not to curse. Sometimes I
It's
do.
my channel. You can say fuck, shit. Oh.
I
See,
know.
we just save our fucks and shits all day long for Mo's channel.
Right on my channel. Shit.
I love Mo. He knows I love him.
I love you too. Crazy ass.
You gotta come on my channel.
I will. I say invite me. I'll be there.
I gotta figure out how to invite you. I just figured out how to do Steam Labs or Steam Yards.
Yeah, come on out. Get on here.
Yeah, I don't have anything on my channel. I think I have like one video on my channel.
You gotta put some more.
I know,
Look,
right?
Audra, you've been a regular guest on my channel lately. You've been like a co-host lately.
I know. I love Mo. You know I love Mo.
You come on my channel anytime.
Well, because you know what it is? It's like I'm like busy all day long, and then it gets quiet in my house, and I can actually like do something without kids yelling and screaming.
Like whatever. You come on here. Look, even if some days I don't feel like going on, like all right, you can just take on the show tonight. I'm going. Let me know when you're done. I'll stop the stream.
Yeah. I'll just pop up on screen, be like, "Hi, it's Mo." It's the Mo Show.
The Mo Show.
Yeah, actually I just got off the phone with my regional manager, and they're gonna start a podcast up for me and one of the other girls here in Michigan. So that will be fun. I'll have to
That'd be awesome.
give you the link and all that to that. So
link up.
Yeah, we're shaking it up here in Michigan. GOP don't like us, but that's okay.
If we don't like y'all, why the GOP don't like y'all?
They don't, well, because here in Michigan, it's very, I don't know, traditional conservative. I don't know if that's the right, like I'm very boots on the ground. I'll, go to protest and counter protest and, a lot of really in the public things, and they don't find much value in that.
Yeah.
I think they're really old school politics.
Yeah, that's fucked up, ain't it?
Oh, I don't know. I went to a training the other day, and it took everything in me not to lose my cool, because they're like, rallies and things like that don't really make that big of a difference. And I'm like, that's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit, because we change at least one mind every time we do one. And that's worth it. That's worth it, because that one person, that one person's going to tell 50, and then they're going to tell 50 more. Like, at least planting seeds.
That's right. Yeah. Good point.
You're intimidated, Audra. Let me be honest.
You don't like me. It's okay.
Let me be honest with you right now. Let me be honest with y'all. I have many invitations to the White House. No, I don't like being controlled. I'll cancel that. I have canceled stuff being over there with Canada. So I have canceled that.
Right.
Because I got a fucking job. I said, why would I fucking take some days off work for some Facebook fame?
Right. Well,
have you ever been to the White House?
I've been outside there, but yes, I have been to the White House.
I've been to the White House. I was actually kind of pissed off last time I went, because it was like maybe 6 months after Obama had left, and he fucking trashed that place. It was disgusting.
Really? Yeah, Trump had to fix a lot of that, and he had to redo all the Wi-Fi, I guess, and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. It was like the carpet, that old stinky smell you get when you go to like an old house or like an old hotel. It wasn't like the vintage smell.
Yeah.
It was just disgusting. I was so pissed. I'm like, this is
like that dog Bo piss and shit everywhere.
Or Michelle did. Oh
no! You mean Michael?
No! No!
Sorry.
Give me 1 minute. I got to pay a water bill, okay?
All right.
What
1
is he
minute.
drinking over there?
I got
Yeah.
overactive bladder and
Well,
I have
right.
it on once.
You
That's
got
what-
a smaller bladder than I do.
When you drink
Sometimes
out,
I go every 15 minutes. I can't stand it. Ever since I had the hysterectomy.
2 minutes. I can grab my sandwich real quick. I'll be back.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. Take it over.
Why you just put it on me? There's 2 of us on here.
What is the average of the age of the state GOP leadership? 62. 62 years old is the average state of the GOP leadership. One
Is it
guy is
what?
68. Someone asked, what is the average age of the state GOP leadership right now? I think 62.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. Some
I'm
of them have been in there for 30 years.
Yeah,
Elijah
I'm-
Cummings was there for what, 28 years?
I'm
Crazy.
33 years old and I walk into a GOP meeting in my state and I want to say 9 times out of 10, I am the
They're
youngest person in the room. And that's horrible because I'm not a spring chicken. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's horrible. And I'm like, and they always go, oh, you're a millennial, unfortunately. And they're like, what can we do? And I'm like, first of all, I go to church once a week. I don't want to go to church 3 or 4 times a week, meaning you're boring as hell. Like, I fall asleep and I love politics.
Mm-hmm.
It's boring as hell. And then you try to bring up new ideas. Like we did, a group of ladies and I did tailgating for Trump, to get the message out to the college kids. And they just wanted nothing to do with it. They'll do like coffee and donuts. I'm sorry. I did not. When I was 20 years old, I had kids, but I didn't want to freaking get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go have coffee and donuts with somebody. Like, come on.
Yeah.
They're boring. That's why the Democrats are beating us.
Mm-hmm. Got to keep praying for our poor children, though. These kids attending college university are being brainwashed.
Oh, girl, they do it. And my kids are in middle school and high school, and they do it.
My kids' school. My kids are forced to watch CNN 10 videos.
Ah.
And after they watch the CNN 10 videos, they have to take a test, and then on top of that test, they got to draw a stick figure saying, "I love CNN 10." My kids never told me. Another parent called me and told me about it, took a picture of it. And I asked Sarah, why didn't you tell me? Because she said, because exactly what your reaction is now. That's why we didn't tell you. My son said same thing. I'm like, Anna, did you have the same teacher? Yeah. Did you watch the same videos? Yeah. Like, they didn't want to tell me because of my reaction. So.
Oh, yeah. Dude, so, I had my MAGA dress for my wedding, right?
Yeah.
So I want to say a week afterwards, it really blew up, went like international in the news. One, the orchestra teacher from my kid's high school, had the nerve to write me a letter, and it said, on behalf of the entire faculty and school district, we are shame your alumni. Yeah. And this was after my kids, years and years and years of being harassed pretty much for having conservative beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the superintendent and I'm like, this is proof that there's a culture in your system, or he wouldn't have felt empowered to say he represents the whole school district,
Yeah. Superintendents don't care. They just tell you what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Like the principal keeps calling me, my husband, my friends. Well, you're not my friend. You didn't invite me over for dinner or Thanksgiving. You're not my friend. Quit calling me your friend.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
It is kind of
creepy.
So not only does he get $100K just being a principal, but he gets over 100 and some thousand just being mayor. So he's raking in the money. He don't care.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. Well, he got, it's kind of sad because, like I said, my kids had experienced this for years and years and years, and it was only till I was like, oh, hi, here's your fucking proof that I've been saying to you for years, that he kind of, beefed it up a little bit. But I still don't even know what the punishment for the teacher was. They told me I legally couldn't know what the punishment was for the teacher. And I'm like, that's bullshit,
They didn't even show the Trump inauguration at the schools, but they sure showed Obama's when he did it twice. But they didn't share Trump's.
Oh yeah, they don't do 9/11 anymore. I take my kids out of school on 9/11, and we go to the ceremony downtown here because, I actually got yelled at by a teacher because I was teaching my 6th grader about it, and I'm like, don't you think she's too young to know that?
Get taken out of school because they missed
I'm
3
back.
days to go to a Trump rally, but yet kids take off a week or 2 to go to Mexico or wherever fancy vacation.
Right.
But if you're an elite member, part of the whole system of the school, then that's fine. But if we were to go to a Trump rally, we got threatened literally by a letter in the mail for missing 3 days. That's it. Because I took my kids to the Trump rally.
Just tell them it's your religion. They can't do shit.
The next time we're just not going to say where we're going. We'll just go.
Right. Yeah, just tell them it's your religion.
When they go there, and they got a pretty cool pictures because my girls got to be right up front, Secret Service lifting them over the fence area so they could be right up to the president right there. And even the president said, look at those 2 beautiful girls up front.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. I was like, those are my girls.
Those are my babies.
I love President Trump.
Oh, I do too. He's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Best president since Lincoln. You know, Donald Trump said the first day he walked in that house, he stood in the very room where Abraham laid his or slept. That what an honor it was to be in the house where Abraham Lincoln stood.
Oh my God, yeah.
He cherishes Abraham Lincoln. He was a really good president to study, and he was a hero to many people. And he was hated just like Trump is now with the media.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, his war, the Civil War, wasn't about the South versus the North. It was about the Democrats versus the Republicans.
Exactly, and they started that too.
Yeah.
Many other wars they started uncalled for.
Yeah, I mean, I think Abraham Lincoln, I think he defined slavery as, what was it? You eat and I work, or I work, or something like that. You know, he knew, yes, the majority of slaves were African American, absolutely.
Yes.
But he knew that slavery in general wasn't a race thing. It was an economic thing, and they're still doing it. They just had to flip the switch because we found out what they were doing.
And the Republican presidents like Washington and stuff like that, yeah, they had black people working for them, but they treated them as employees, not slaves.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. And that's what the school doesn't teach us.
Well, even, who was it? Was it Thomas Jefferson? I can't remember. One of our founding fathers even said, like, you know, what we're doing is wrong, you know, but we don't know how to get out of it. We don't know what the answer is.
Right.
Slavery wasn't a founding father thing. It's since the beginning of our country, pretty much.
Wasn't it Africa that actually sold the slaves and put them on a boat and sent them our way?
Yep. Well, yeah, that too. It was the Africa, it was the British, and also the first slaves in America weren't even African American. They were Irish children.
Yeah. That's why to this day I still have no respect for the Queen of England, even for what they did back during D-Day and all that to their own soldiers.
I was talking to my brother about that the other day. I was like, you know, I don't give a shit. I can be invited to the Buckingham Palace. I am not bowing to a queen.
No, not either.
My ancestors didn't die for me to bow to a queen like a little bitch. That's never going to happen. I don't care.
Like the royal wedding, I didn't watch any of it. I don't care. You know?
Why is it on me again, Mo? Stop. It's like funny. Blocking my camera.
No, I put it on mute for a reason. Here you go. Here you go. Everybody back. We back. All right. I cut my mic off for a reason. I'm having an explicit conversation with somebody, so I have to cut
that. I see what you're doing under that table.
Like, damn.
Damn it, Mo. We can't take you anywhere.
You can't take me nowhere. I can't wait to see your ass again. God damn it. You won't be able to Wisconsin. So
you had my buddy there the other day. I totally missed you guys' live, and I'm like super, super like depressed about it.
Oh
my gosh, I just forgot his name. I always talk to him too. Please forgive me. You guys went and got fish and chicken.
Oh, Tim.
Tim. Why do I always forget his name? Tim, I'm sorry. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
My house, he ordered chicken. We be having fun.
I know.
You bring me plenty of.
He's from Mod City. You knew that, right?
I love your Michigan motherfuckers.
We're crazy as fuck.
You kind of remember a young version of Kindred.
I know, you've told me that. Kindred's my sister. I learned from her.
Young version of her. You like young version of her. That's why I fuck with you, man. Like, oh, fuck that. You come on my channel anytime. You got the pass. Come on. What? You come in at night? Oh, it's an open slot for Audra.
That's right. I have my own box. Nobody else is allowed in the right-hand side.
Right?
Michelle got the pass too. Michelle got the pass. That's my girl. That's my baby.
Someone said in the chat, I believe Trump is getting rid of the corruption and fixing our government. And in my opinion, he's one of the best presidents I've ever seen in my life. Ditto.
Amen.
Ditto. Amen.
Amen.
Let's just hope William Barr does his job. And Lindsey Graham's got the power to stand up to these House Judiciary idiots. I don't know why he doesn't. It pisses me off. It's like I want to go down there to South Carolina myself, knock on his door and tell him, dude, use your power that you have.
I think we need to just, you know that verse in the Bible that tells us to be still. I know it's hard as hell.
I know, you're right. Be patient. I really
It's hard as hell, girl. I get you. I want to like bust open doors.
I was lost when they went prosecute James Comey after he admitted taking those notes and memoirs home and then leaking it to his friend who leaked it to the media.
Yeah,
that is a major crime in itself.
Yep, I know. I sit and scream at the TV all the time, and I just gotta keep reminding myself that Trump is an excellent chess player. You know what I mean? Like
on Twitter, Comey.
Yeah.
Because I sent a video, a meme with his head in a shower, and I said, "Don't drop the soap." One day,
I love it. I love it, girl.
I love to see him in an orange jumpsuit. I think they need to bring in Obama. I was watching Mark Levin. I love Mark Levin. And he was talking that they need to bring Obama in for questioning. Because who do you think knew all this stuff that was going on?
Of course he did. Of course he knew. Of course he did. Of course he did. We'll get it. We just got to be patient. It's hard as hell. I know.
We gotta be patient.
Gotta be patient, be still, and wait. And
Wisconsin state, that's a Republican state, correct, Mo?
Mm-hmm.
Trump won Wisconsin, correct?
Yep, he did. But now it's Tony Evers won over Scott Walker.
Yeah, the Democrat, right?
You know, that's fucked up right there.
How did that happen? They had to have happened by cheating because no way Trump won a big margin of that state. Then
now Scott Walker is out of here now. Said that's some voter fraud in this motherfucker.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
Wisconsin is fucked up.
It happened in Michigan, though. We went red for the presidential. I think that usually happens, though. I think that's like a usual pattern.
Yeah.
But we lost like all our major seats: the governor, Social Security, Secretary of State, Attorney General.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Mark Levin. Mark Levin's the best. He needs to leave Fox News and just take him, Shawnee, Hanny, and Tucker with them, and then they can do their own network. Like they have so much money they could put together and do a whole new conservative network. You know,
we definitely need more of that because we're drowning as far as the media goes.
Look what they did to Alex Jones for crying out loud.
We're fucked right now.
Yeah,
if we don't pay attention, shit.
Yep.
You dig?
Pay attention.
That's my hero. I love her. She's got a balls of steel.
That's
I know
all I
you
got
don't
right.
have balls, but that woman's got balls of steel. She literally went up to the door of Nancy Pelosi's office and turned the doorknob. I was like, shut the front door. No, she didn't. They arrested her and the illegals that she had with her protesting on her property, but yet Nancy loves illegals.
Oh, at her house?
Yeah, she went to her house.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about her office. I'm like, they can't arrest her for going to her office.
Yeah, they arrested her for handcuffing herself to the New York City Twitter headquarters.
Maybe we shall do that. Just go move into Nancy's house and see how she likes it.
Right out of packing with Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Maybe you could drink with me, because I could drink too, girl. Hey.
Yeah. We got a beer for you in the fridge. No humans illegal.
Hey, Nancy. Hey, where your cranberry juice at with the vodka?
You know she drinks too.
I want to know what kind of drug she's taking because she crazy.
I'm not going to tell you what staff member told me this, but some staff member, some congresswoman on the House Judiciary Committee told me, the staff member, that she keeps alcohol right under her desk. Just saying.
No,
Doesn't
I
surprise
mad
me.
at her. I do it too.
I know, Mo, but you're not. You know, House
I
Speaker.
can't judge her.
This woman is insane. There's
No,
some
I'll
good
be here
drunks,
for my judgment.
happy drunks, and then there's crazy drunks, like
The
retarded.
drunk one, I had me one water bottle when I.
And plus, she's got some serious mental problems. So on top of that, she probably taken Xanax with the alcohol and messing her all up.
Yeah,
I mean,
everybody
you
know
listen
Molly.
to her speak sometimes. It's like, what did she just say? Half the people don't even understand her.
I can't understand it. Dan, you can't even like. It's so funny because you can usually watch a video and you can
got all
combat
this
what
money.
they
Why
say.
Yep. Go. I'm sorry. Before I forget, she's got
No.
all this money. Why doesn't she go for implants and get rid of those dentures that don't fit her? Like, you're rich, bitch. Go get some implants.
Go get some implants.
I mean, shit. If I had that money, I would go get some implants.
Oh yes, I would. All right, y'all. I gotta get off here though. I gotta get up with the heathens in the morning.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah,
Bye, girl. Mo's in the house.
I'm in the house. In the broadcast is done. Oh, in the broadcast, I'm gonna talk to
Yep. Pelosi is the Xanax queen. She sure is.
you. Yeah, I'll just out of here. Hey, I'm about to end the stream, y'all. It's been for 2 hours. Hold on, stay online, girl.
Love y'all. Follow me. I need 800.